Yeah, bro.
Is it recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
All right. Hello, friends and family. Welcome to the Local Acts Only podcast. I'm Joe Esposito, and as always, with me is Jack Yates.
Yo, yo.
And Jack, do you want to?
We are here
introduce
with
her?
Con on top soon, sweetie, Max Clinch, and the boy Stine WorldWide,
Hello.
aka Michael Rudder,
How you doing?
one of the Rudder brothers.
My name is Con Sweetie,
My older brother's
aka
shorter than me.
Mr. Steal Your Bike and Bring It Back Because I Feel Bad, aka Sorta Rican, aka
Okay, go off.
the Caucasian mental patient, straight about the psych ward.
Like wood.
Alright, now you can relax now. My name's Con Sweetie. How you guys doing?
We're fucking doing, man.
We're going.
Very happy to have all you guys here.
Yes, thank you for
Happy
being
to be
on.
here.
Those are some hot bars, Con. I love that.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that was nothing, bro.
it's nothing. So to start out, we're here with the Bayway Boyz, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did we get that started? Where did that come from?
The whole thing or the name?
Well, the
Whole thing? I mean,
Yeah.
the whole thing is just a collective of people doing cool shit, music, and just cool creative stuff. But Bayway is literally the street I live on.
Mhm.
And we've been smoking blunts and doing stupid shit outside on the road because we couldn't do it in my parents' house.
Yeah, there's more of a story though, because I wasn't always in that shit.
No, that's facts. But like that's where it came from. Is like literally just
Chilling there.
chilling outside, doing stupid shit on the corner of 8th and 9th Bayway, and it's like a little ass street that no one really comes down to unless you live down there, and so that gave us the opportunity to smoke weed and play music and do stupid shit outside.
Fucking A, man. I love that. That's always
Yeah.
been the best formula that I've always noticed. You got like a music group or a band and y'all like can't think of a band name. Just get your street and
Yeah,
just make it like
well,
this.
because he was like, we need to do it with something boys, and we were outside. And actually, our friend Ian, who's like the most uncreative person ever. No, shout out to Ian. But,
He's an engineer,
He's
very
engineer.
good at
Yeah,
his job.
he's a Bayway boy. Very good at his job. Yeah, shout out to Ian. But he was drunk on that corner and was like, Bayway Boys. And I'm like, you know what? I kind of like that, Ian. And then we ran with that.
Hell
There's
yeah.
a nice ring to
It
it.
does.
Yeah, it rolls
Yeah.
off the tongue nice.
Yeah, facts.
So, how did you guys all like meet? Because you guys have known each other for a minute, right?
I met Max in 4th grade.
Yeah,
Damn.
I megged him on the soccer field.
He
And
did
he
me
beat me up.
dirty.
And then he beat me up, and then the next day he invited me to his birthday party. So there you go.
That's how it all started.
That's awesome.
That's love.
I love that.
Like on some real little kid shit.
That is
I
love.
felt bad after I like pushed him on the ground, so I invited him to my birthday. And I said, I can't make it. I'm going to see what was it? Some famous person
Yeah, I
playing
honestly
the
think it was
show.
Pearl Jam.
Yeah, it was like, oh, I
honestly
can't make it, dude. Gotta go backstage Pearl Jam concert. I was like, who the fuck is this kid?
All
Like
right.
a little dickhead, but he's
Real-
kind of cool. You know?
Real
I-
quick, for someone who doesn't understand anything about sports, what does megged mean?
I was like, what, the soccer ball when you kick the ball through someone's legs and then like keep
Oh, okay.
Yo, Meg, that's such a stupid term. I don't even know what it means, to be honest.
Probably like some player. Like,
Nutmeg.
some
Nutmeg,
player.
yeah,
Comes from
nutmeg.
nutmeg.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why.
Oh shit.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
So-
Jack. I
Soccer
cut
shit.
you off.
Yeah. No, you're good.
But Con Sweetie, we met Con Sweetie. I met Con Sweetie in Mike's basement,
Very briefly.
very briefly, and
Maybe like 2018.
18. Yeah,
definitely
2018. I
was,
literally
yeah.
remember I was going to Europe the next day, and I met Con Sweetie, and then I guess he recorded a song with Mike in his basement with Nimpy.
Yeah,
With our friend Nimpy.
Tyrell.
Oh, no,
triple
Six.
six or 6 moods.
Ah.
6 Moods. Ciao, Tyrell.
And Nimpy, for sure.
What's it say his name?
Alexander Anthony, my man. Just talked to him on the phone last night. That's my guy.
Alexander Anthony,
But like, there's a V in there.
somewhere.
Somewhere.
I don't know. Sorry.
You find
Sorry,
it.
Nimpy.
Yeah, let everyone find it. Just take a guess.
Figure it out yourselves. So I wasn't gonna go here until later, but since you kind of brought it up a little bit and people are gonna be curious, Pearl Jam. If you want to talk a little bit about like if someone looks at your Instagram, they'd be like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, how do we have all these?"
So, like
I
Juice
know, but for the
WRLD,
people who don't know,
Jay-Z, like
yeah, my dad is a musician photographer. His name's Danny Clinch. Shout out Danny Clinch. Danny Bones 64.
Big shout out,
Big
Danny
shout out the
Clinch.
legend, the OG of all OGs.
it's like a rock star kind of in the photography world.
Rock star. Like
Yeah.
Not,
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
not to flex, but he does have a Con Sweetie painting in his bathroom.
That's facts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like not to flex.
it's no big deal. You're not gonna.
He hung it there
That's your best
himself,
one.
so I didn't put it there. So. Not to flex.
But yeah, he's the rock star best friend, like the rock star's cool guy. That's how I feel. But yeah,
fucking man.
that's facts. But yeah, so he's been doing that for like 30 years, and yeah, he knows a bunch of people. He shot like Bruce Springsteen, Tupac, Big L, fucking Willie Nelson.
Whoa.
He has
Shit.
shot
Jam.
some
The list goes
legendary
on.
covers.
The
bro.
list goes on. Yeah, facts. Jay-Z.
Some of the most legendary like hip hop covers
Ever.
of all time.
Big list energy.
Yeah, shout out Jay-Z.
Love it.
We share a birthday.
You can look it up. Like
Yeah, facts. You can just
Yeah,
look at
check 'em out.
DannyClinch.com. Go buy a fucking print.
Yeah.
He's blessed me with so
An
many
expensive
like
one.
inspiring
Yeah, a real nice one.
experiences. He's brought us like to so many like good shows and got
Yeah.
us to meet like all like the best bands and best artists.
Facts.
That's
He's
one of
always
the.
blessed us with those experiences, so I'm forever in debt. to
yeah,
Danny Clinch.
facts,
Yeah.
bro. Your dad really is the man. Like
Yeah.
even when I still barely knew him, like
It shows love.
for some reason, like said something about like Tom Morello's guitar, and then next week, like we're going to meet Tom Morello
I
at the
know.
Stone Pony.
Whoa, are you kidding?
Jesus.
Dude.
And bro,
Really?
Tom Morello, like he was the same height as me. For some reason in the photo, he looks like he's 10 feet tall.
Dude.
But yeah, Danny Clinch,
No,
fucking
yeah,
man.
Tom Morello, and yeah, that's crazy. That makes sense. That's some Danny Clinch shit. You put it out there, and he somehow makes it happen.
He just got like all crazy dudes on speed dial. Just knows
Pretty much,
these.
he's playing at the Pony. You know, if you come through the Pony, you know, if you come through Asbury, you know to hit Danny Clinch. You
Yo.
want to have a good time. That's
Hell
facts.
yeah, I'm gonna dab up Danny Clinch next time.
Good luck.
He,
Oh shit! Shout out my pops.
he has that like the gallery or
Yeah, it's,
whatever
a
too,
gallery. It's
right?
called the Danny Clinch Transparent Gallery, and it's in Asbury on
Alright.
Kingsley and Fifth.
Gotta check that
Yo,
out
I
for
think
sure.
I know that place.
Yeah, you definitely do.
I think I've seen.
Connected to the Asbury
Yeah.
Hotel.
Yeah.
Yo, I've
Just
been
like
in
that.
there, dude.
Facts.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Tina's in there. Shout out to Tina. Tina is honestly cooler than my dad.
Fight? Not any contact,
Me
right?
and Mike are fighting right now.
No, shout out Tina though.
Tina's the best.
That's awesome,
Everyone
man.
loves Tina.
Yeah.
So while we're on the topic, I don't want to like sit and talk about it for too long because there's a lot of other stuff that's relevant. But since we're on the topic, I had it as one to hit. Is he like much of an inspiration to you guys, like, and the other people that you guys are close with that he knows? 'Cause-
I mean, I'll let them answer first, but then I'll say what I have to say.
yeah, I feel like
Oh,
you probably have the
totally, like-
most.
Like I said, he's brought like me to all these shows and got me to meet all these amazing artists. It's like constant inspiration, but it's also super inspiring to watch him like work as well because he's just so into it. It's like he's almost like funny to deal with sometimes just because he's so like in his head and so like in the moment. So like he's really driven, but he's also like he keeps the balance of like hard work and creativity. And like that's something that I'm trying to achieve. So
I feel that.
I could like look at like just seeing how passionate he is and like just like trying to learn like what he's looking at because he already knows like what to look for.
Yeah,
You know, it's like really inspiring. And when trying to take the lessons I learned from him in music, it's pretty cool, especially since he's like a music photographer.
yeah.
So, I don't know. It's just like constant inspiration. Getting to be around him. It's kind of crazy.
That was well said. I would have not said it that.
Yeah.
that well.
So like
It's
to
funny
me,
because I thought that was
to me,
Poetic.
like
That was well said.
to me, like I've really only been around the past couple of years, so I haven't had those, you know, bonding experiences, long trips with your dad, like
Right.
all this other stuff. But like, for some odd reason, like musically, he's always showed an interest in like what I've been doing or what I'm up to. He's always asking me.
Yeah, he was just asking
You
me about
know,
you today.
he was remember the he wanted me to rap on the Bob Dylan thing, and he
Yes.
was like,
Shout out Bob Dylan,
and like
300 million.
shout out Bob Dylan, but like I like rapped him like these couple bars I had, and he was like, dude, like yeah, like something like that, like
yeah, no,
and just
he loves
like
it.
and he was just like telling me like to send him my unreleased album I have, all this and that, whether he listened to it or not, whatever. Like, it still like showed that he actually gave a fuck
And he doesn't
what
need to because
his son's friends were doing, and
Right.
like he doesn't need to at all, because
Because all these
if the
people-
product wasn't at all decent, he wouldn't give it the time of the
No,
day. Because
that's
I
right.
know he hates on hella rap.
Yo, thanks.
I know Danny
yeah.
Clinch
He's
doesn't
down.
love.
He won't say it out loud.
Yeah, no, he can't.
He just doesn't understand it.
Yeah,
Danny
that's why he
Clinch loves
shouldn't.
Young Thug.
He shouldn't.
But I'm just saying, like, he's always showed me respect, like, as long as I've known him, and
That's cool.
yeah, it's been nothing but love ever from your dad, except for the first time I met him and he thought that I was smoking weed in your kitchen.
Yo, that's funny.
And
He
I
said, "You smoke
wasn't.
weed?" We all said, no, sir.
He said, he's not, pointed at me, and I was like, oh, bro. I was like, I'm fucked. Danny Clinch is never gonna fucking like me
No, we
now.
smoke weed outside. We smoke weed outside, Dad.
Oh, that's amazing though. The fact that even with a genre of music that he's not like super fan of, to recognize and like appreciate
And he'd
when
be
something's
really mad
good.
if I said he's not a fan of rap, but
No,
It's like the
he
newest.
definitely
yeah,
is.
he'd be really mad if I said that. No, I'm kidding. I'm
No,
kidding.
I understand what you're saying, but like that to me, that shows that this dude has a deep appreciation and
Right.
just respect for music. Period. Like,
Yeah,
in
also
general.
he has
fedoras.
respect for what? For what?
And for fedoras.
Facts. Shout out Jason Mraz.
I'm sorry.
He also just has like, even down to, I mean, Colin is good. He's a fucking legend, and he is good at music. But like, even if he wasn't that good, my dad would listen because like my dad grew up on like it's always showing love to everybody. Like he's like one of the most really one of the nicest people I've ever met. I'm not even just saying that. Like he just shows everybody love, even people I hate. Dude, people in Asbury kissing his ass, and I hate them, but he still shows them so much love, and like I can respect that.
Yeah, and
You know?
I just took the fact that like he came to me and like asked me if like I could do like something like this and
Yeah.
like make a beat like
Yeah,
this,
'cause
like
he cares, you know.
He's
that
always
he
been super
cares, but like
supportive.
he also
Facts.
believes and he's super
Right,
supportive.
right.
Yeah,
When
great
I
dude.
first started playing
Great
around with
dude.
the idea of even like being an artist and like making music on my own and stuff, I remember we were in the car coming back from New York City, and I was sitting in the back seat, and he's driving his Audi, like the flexer he is. And, I was like, Max kind of like half-ass mentioned that I was thinking about making music or something, and I said, yeah. So we started talking about it a little bit, and he like just cut me off, and he was like, Michael, if you want to do something, just fucking do it. He's like, just do it. Like, be that artist,
Right.
Like, just do it.
Yeah, that's facts.
Like, shout out Nike.
that's
but,
awesome.
Like, that was just like the most simple advice. He's like, you just gotta go for it.
No, that's true.
No, yeah, for
Thanks,
sure.
man.
And I just want to answer about, you said like the question was about like inspiration of what we do now, and I think that in a weird way, like of course he inspires me, all that shit, and what Mike was saying about like working hard, like that definitely. But I think also, if you look at my stuff, like the videos I'll do for them or like some Bayway Boyz stuff, it's real DIY, like like not moody. My dad's like mad moody, and he's capturing these moments, and it's like super beautiful. And me, it's like kind of some shit like we found. My dad is a fucking photographer, and all the videos that we have shot are on the stupid little camera that we found in Mike's
Little
dad's
Sony cam.
Yeah, a little Sony cam we found in Mike's dad's like drawer
That's great.
at his house. And like I think that's the inspiration I get, is like I don't need to be like my dad. 'Cause people always, oh, do you shoot? I'm like, I mean, I guess I'm creative and I love what he does, and I like, yeah, I guess I shoot, but I like doing different stuff. Like not that's not like his stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, I feel that
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that in the stuff of yours
Facts.
that I've seen.
Well, to shift focus to you guys as
Yeah.
our guest. Now we're on the topic of Con Sweetie. I believe your latest release was No Filter, right?
No Filter. That was a single. Yeah, that was my latest
Bitch ass
release,
boy.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah.
feature at the end.
Yeah, I recorded that in Stine's basement. That was the first time, I don't know, for a while now, like I've kind of been struggling creatively, and I'm not 100% sure why. I've had a lot of shit going on in my life
Right.
that I could get into. Maybe I will.
Shout out.
But
Shadow Life.
yeah, that was maybe 3 months ago. Before that, I put out this little like R&B type song called Life is Sexy, and then another like
I love that song, by the way.
I appreciate that. And then Nothing Sweet right before that,
That one too.
which is another like little R&B type joint. And earlier 2020, I put out the Commercial Break EP. I put out the regularly scheduled programming EP with plans to drop my second full-length album at the end of this year, because I dropped I've Lost Control of My Life in 2017, and I've Lost Control of My Life 2 finished in entirety aside from cover art. And I'm just trying to I really want to make it strategic the way that I do that. I haven't utilized music videos the way I should have, and I know that, and like it's got me in a weird headspace, but I'm like getting back like on my shit, like my brain is back.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
What did I say?
No,
if
that's
there's
facts.
one thing Con Sweetie needs is his fucking brain,
It's his
bro.
brain,
Hell
that's
yeah.
facts.
So like
Yeah.
there's also the Bayway tape,
Facts. That shit's fire.
which is
Funny Dolphin as well.
Yeah, those are 2 singles.
Yeah, we'll get
yeah,
into
Funny
that.
Dolphin. Those are out. Go peep them.
Fast.
They're fucking retarded, ridiculous fire.
Mentally challenged lead fire.
Shit.
Anyway,
Shit. No, yeah, keep going.
I can curse,
He's
right?
a good
Fuck
guy.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
all right,
curse,
they're
yeah.
fucking retarded fire. I've got a lot of solo songs on there. Me and Stine have a lot of collab songs on there. 666 is on there.
Yep.
Not sure when the release date is, but we should be
Soon.
dropping another single at least from it soon. You
Facts.
We
Facts.
got one ready.
know, if
Yeah,
you
we got
if you
ready.
go on
Got one on deck.
Max's Instagram, you can low key hear one of my solo songs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not the full song, but some of it.
Yeah.
You
Little
know.
sneak
We-
peek.
we just
Sneak
got a
peek.
lot of content, and
Shit get hot.
shit get hot, bro.
Yeah, we got a lot of content, but like I don't want to say we've been slacking because we've been we've been working on ourselves in other ways, and like
Yeah.
you can't. It's like two different things. Like we made so much content, and we were just like going crazy, like partying hard and doing all this shit, and making a
Staying
bunch
up
of
all
cool
night.
stuff. But like
keep it
you can't
above.
do business that way, or not business. I don't want to call it business. You can't do like putting things out strategically that way when
Right.
you're all fucked up and like haven't slept in 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
now we're like, getting on our healthy tip. I mean, fuck being healthy, but you know what I mean. On a healthy tip.
Yeah.
But
No.
I'm
Being healthy is good.
No, being healthy is good. I don't mean fuck being healthy. I mean like.
Eat a
it's-
Popeye sandwich. every
Exactly.
day.
exactly. I'm drinking a White Claw right now. But it's time to work on that shit, and I'm excited that we're all like about to be in the same headspace to put that shit out, because once that shit drops, it's really lit. Like
All
the
right,
album
so
is amazing.
I'll
Mixtape.
I'll keep it a buck.
Yeah. I'm very happy to
Is,
hear.
uh,
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Nah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Is the last song that we put out Dolphin?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's
hard.
That's 2 months ago. Of
Yeah,
course, it's
facts.
hard. But
Yeah.
it's 2 months ago.
That's it.
So, after that song came out, I kind of lost control a little bit. My life spiraled in some crazy ways. I had to go away for a little while, get my head right, come back. And now that I am back and I'm in a good headspace, like if none of this stuff had ever happened where I had, messed myself up the way that I did, in my personal life, we would have already had these singles out, And I know you guys know that. And
Yeah.
I'm not trying to take blame or anything.
No, because I would
but
take
like
blame for that shit too. I'm not.
yeah,
I'm
like-
like too.
We care more about you being healthy
exactly.
than getting that shit out.
Exactly.
Right.
So like, I just had to get my mind healthy, and now that my mind is healthy and in a good place, I'm ready to really fucking
Do it.
take 2021 by storm, bro.
Facts.
Oh.
And like I wouldn't.
Damn
say
right,
it's
dude.
like,
And for real, bro, he just said flood. All we got is time until it runs out, bro. Time can
Facts.
run out at any moment.
Damn right,
All
man.
we got is time until it runs out.
That's a song.
All you have is
Nice.
now.
And Con Sweetie saying that, like, if you asked me this like a week and a half ago, if he was in a good headspace, I'd like to drop shit. I'd tell you no, honestly. So like, I believe him in what he's saying. Like, he's actually like, we're gonna
It's-
2021, like it's coming.
It's getting.
We got shit
It's getting there.
Drop.
It's getting-
I got shit to
You know
drop.
what I mean?
We got shit together to drop. He's got shit to drop. We got so much stuff to put out. It's like ridiculous, dude. Like
2021
Sitting on
is going
some
to be a
heat.
year
2021.
Not bullshit
and also
either.
like
on top
aside
soon.
from the music, like I want to get into like all different types of mediums, man. Like I want to.
He makes cool toys. I bought one.
You make toys.
I don't personally make toys. My older brother makes toys. Shout out Why That K. We collaborated on a toy. I think you may have one.
I think you guys ran out. That's why I have the shirt.
Okay.
That's how far they are. They
Yeah,
sell out,
well,
so.
we only made 20 of
Nice.
them anyway, so.
Yeah,
But
I think you- I think I
my older
resell
brother's
300.
my older brother's
got
a
one for
toy
free.
maker, and we collaborated on a toy. Had a release show, which was just a little over a year ago now,
Yeah.
and
Great night.
dropped those shirts.
What a good show.
Shout out to
Facts.
Ed Templeton from Toy Machine, one of the illest skateboard artists of all time. Whatever.
Yo, you
was a
collab
year
with
ago.
a dude from Toy Machine, really?
That's what that logo's from. Yeah.
Yo,
It's
that's
a-
sick.
you know,
That's
Toy
fire,
Machine
man.
comes from
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah. So we dropped
He
the
was
toy.
pointing at,
He released
Jack's
his
shirt.
toys. I do paintings. I'm not fucking a crazy Pablo Picasso artist, but I would love to get. You know what? Fuck Pablo Picasso, man.
Yeah.
I'm the new Picasso.
Look, the dude was kind of a dick anyway, so fuck him.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
why was he an asshole? Like, I'm the new Picasso, bro.
He did the, Starry
Anyway,
Night,
I'm the
right?
new Future. Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
Honestly,
I want to dip into all, I want
others.
to dip into all different types of mediums. Like I want to make short films. I have ideas for films. I want to take a more like directorial route and like not so much music videos, but like films and short films and like work on a bunch of different stuff. And I also want to pick the guitar back up.
nice, man.
Yeah, no one knows music. I mean, movies. Like Con Sweetie, he'd be telling me to watch movies. I don't watch movies.
You
Yeah.
know what movie you should watch?
Over the Hedge?
Over the Hedge.
Oh,
that's a good
that is cinema, dude.
I haven't seen that in a while.
The only cinema.
Well, Con, I was congratulations. I'm very happy for you to hear that you're in a,
Yeah,
in a
dude.
great headspace, man.
Cheers,
I genuinely am.
I appreciate
Cheers
it.
to
And,
that.
You like that?
Because if anyone knows where I was, these two know. Yeah, it was not a good. Oh, it was not a good headspace.
Yeah, and I was just about to say that I'm noticing like this amazing friction of camaraderie and love from these two guys. Y'all have great chemistry together, and it's awesome.
Day one.
I don't know why
Since day
everyone
one.
can't see.
Should we
that,
talk
bro.
about how like when we met? Because that was some real shit.
Do you want to? Or you want
Aw,
me to?
You can
only if
start,
there was
bro.
video.
All right,
That
so
was beautiful. You all missed a
rest
beautiful
in peace
moment.
to the Saint in Asbury Park.
Oh,
Wait,
dude.
they closed?
No, I think they saved it. No.
No, they're just.
All right, well,
I played there. I played there.
Shout out to the Saint.
Alright,
Donate
check-
to the
check
Saint.
this out.
You fucking.
Yeah, like
Damn, never
If
mind.
they
Shit's
saved it,
creepy.
listen.
Spaz loves the Saint.
I said R.I.P. the Saint, but if they saved it, fuck the Saint.
Oh man.
Fuck the Saint. Put him under.
Scott, I'll beat the shit out of you.
Whoa. Yo. That's my boy right there. Yo, Scott, come get you.
Scott's your
I like
boy.
Scott.
No, I
like
know Scott. I know Scott. I used. I
Scott's alright.
I
honestly,
worked at the Saint a little bit.
I'm just kidding, but he does owe me like $55. So
No, that's whatever. Yo, let's get Scott. Come and defend yourself, bro.
Anyway,
Yeah, Scott.
So,
don't be a bitch. Come on the podcast.
Come defend yourself on the podcast, dude.
Facts.
You pussy.
who Scott?
Yeah, Scott.
Fuck you.
Shout Scott.
Anyway,
Good guy, good
yeah, he's got a
Shout out
he's
to the
got a
Saint.
beautiful Dell computer back there. All right,
Yeah, constantly is wild. Should I tell this story now?
no, all right.
Coming for the neck.
So I'm playing the show at the Saint
Oh man,
with
When was that?
it's cracking me up right now, dude.
my bad, bro. I could go on there.
No.
I was
can tell you the date.
what's up with Yomar?
You play with it was one. you
Okay,
played
so
with
yeah,
Yamaha.
so me
Day after Mac
and
Miller died.
the day after Mac Miller
Rest
died,
in peace, Mac
September.
Miller.
8th,
September.
2018. That was the
Okay.
day of the show.
So, me, Dave Bishop, and Matty Pask, my boys.
Shout out Trapping.
Shout out Trap Bang.
Sounds
Shout
cool.
out Con Sweetie.
Tatted on my leg.
Is it now?
Trap Bang
As it
tatted
should
on
be.
my leg for life.
I should get
Shout out
one.
Con
We
Sweetie.
are
2 times.
there
Three.
to play
Four.
two or three songs with a band Yawn Mower with our homies Biff and Mike. So I'm standing outside when we first get there. I see this kid. I think you were with Ian and someone else.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, let me get a cigarette, bro. And you were like, all right, you had cigarettes, which is
I used to smoke cigarettes.
That's fucking crazy that you had cigarettes, but okay.
Gross.
And you were like, yo.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
You were like,
Cigarette in
yo.
my life.
Shout outs
like,
to Joe.
Shout out to me.
You were like, yo, you're a trap bang, right? And I was like, yeah, blah, 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 this and that. Conversation ends. Mike tells me, yeah, bro, I make beats. Like, if you need any beats, like, hit me up. And I was like, yeah, send me some beats. And he was like, yo, I got bars too. Like, if you need a verse. And like,
I got bars.
anytime anybody like random says that to you, you're kind of just like,
Oof.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so does everybody.
then,
You know, like
the whole night at the show, I don't know why. I either recognized Mike or his brother, probably from another place in Asbury, but like a couple days later, I hear him posting a snippet of a song on his Instagram story, and I was like, yo, that's fucking fire. Do you need a second verse? And he was like, yeah. And then I don't think we made that song right away, but right after that, it was like,
Well, I remember.
Is that
like,
a song that's
when
out?
we-
That's my
like
guy.
at the same.
it's not out. No, it's
No?
on the Bayway tape.
Sunshine
Oh,
Spaz.
That's
ooh,
crazy.
shit.
wow.
Bayway tape's
Sometimes-
like 2 years old.
This is 2
Sunshine
years. Yeah.
Spaz played that.
That's
night.
a
That
slow
you guys
cooker
played.
right there. That's
And
that
when
one
we were
sitting.
talking outside and shit. It was like you were saying, like at the end of it, you're like, bro, I feel like I know you already. Bro, I feel like I know you already. It was like the first night we
Yeah.
met, so we were just like chopping it up, and then you did hit me up and like it was Take My Life. Yeah, you asked me to put a verse on
Yeah.
that, but also I sent you the beats for Paradise. And that was like the first beat I sent you. And then you wrote that
Really?
song to it. Yeah. And then
It's
you
a
came
great-
over
it's a
and we
great
made that
song.
track with Tyrell and Nimpy, like we said before. And then from then on, like, it just clicked and we just made mad music and you put mad verses on the project I have to put out too, In the Wind.
Talk about that a little bit.
In the wind.
I've been working on this shit for way too long. But like this project's like my baby. This is like my EP and like it came so naturally and it's just got to be perfect. It's missing one verse and then it just has to be mixed. I got the artwork already. Shout out Matt Cornier.
Shout out John Sparks.
Shout out John Sparks.
Mix the fucking
What?
shit.
Instagram tags?
John
What's
Sparks.
that?
John Sparks.
Instagram
Sparks
tags?
just- John Sparks
Matt
just snapped
Korn
me.
is
No.
at Matt_Korn, but Matt like the finish MATTE_Korn. He's the man. Yeah, he made me some artwork. So I got a project that I promise it will be out in 2021. It's been a long time coming.
I feel like you've talked to me about this before.
Yeah, dude, like I've been sitting on this project forever, bro. It's really cool. It's like soundscapey hip hop. It's different. It's a unique sound.
Nice, man.
It's Stine WorldWide.
Speaking of your work, you did the production on Funny.
Yes, sir. Dun, 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 dun.
Dude,
Dun, 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 dun.
that shit is a fucking banger.
It's a fucking bop.
Dude, honestly,
Shout out to
Big
Dolphin
bop.
too, and shout out
Dolphin
love
too, but
love to
Don't
Lusachi
say it.
also. But
It's just like bop it
Funny.
when you were a kid. It was
funny,
big.
dude. Like when I made that beat, I just knew it was a hit. And like
I
one
think
night we
all
partied.
did, bro.
Yeah,
We
facts.
one night
I was recording in my kitchen.
yeah one
Nah,
night.
I was recording that law.
Oh,
in
the
the
loft. In the loft.
But it was written in the kitchen.
It was written in
so
the kitchen.
this night we were
Shout out
going-
Danny Clinch again.
shout out to Denny.
we were
As
going
always.
hard this night, and it was
Hard.
we were just partying like crazy. But like usually when that happens, you know, sometimes shit doesn't get done. But like the vibes are just like perfect this night. Like and everyone was flowing and. Like me and Consueti got our verses written and it was fire, but I was like we were just stuck on the hook for a little bit. And our boy Shay Gretzky, shout out my boy, he's always just freestyling like over everyone, just
Honestly.
just keeps going and going and going. And he freestyled something while the beat was playing that caught my ear. So I kind of took what he said and like repeated it and changed the words around a little bit and just like I was like sing it like this and he hit it perfect because like I wrote it to that do 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 that like noise in the beat and like it just hit perfect. So we all just like got on the mic and everyone like one take their verse pretty much and
Is that
hit the
Shay?
hook.
He's on the hook.
Yeah,
Okay.
Shay
Yeah,
sang
Shay.
the
That's what I
hook.
thought.
Yeah.
He was just freestyling, but like I just grabbed like he said like 4 fire lines and I just like grabbed those for him. I was like, dude, this is it. Like stop freestyling and record this. You know?
Do you
I get it,
have
though.
those? You know those lines off the top of your head?
Yeah.
What?
She don't love me. She just want my money. Bitch, I'm hungry. I just want my money.
Hey.
She don't love me. She just wants some Motley. Yeah, she want my money. Then that was funny.
And then,
It's
and
so
then,
catchy,
and then
bro.
Shay
So
said,
good.
Shit.
Shit, and I get it though.
I really get it though.
It's a.
But
it's
yeah,
a-
dude, that song came together just so naturally. It was just perfect. Like the sound, it's like a party sounding song, you know, and it kind of just fits the vibe of the night. Like,
we recorded,
like that was the anthem to
we
the night we
recorded
had.
that bitch at 3:00 in the morning. Like,
No,
Yeah,
facts.
that's one
No,
of the
like-
songs that I could like hear on like the top of the charts for like a month or two. You
'Cause,
know?
like, you said Dolphin's great, and Dolphin is fire. Honestly, Dolphin's more bars than Funny, but
Yeah.
Funny's a fucking bop.
Yeah, exactly.
My sister likes that song.
It's
you
just
know
more
what I mean?
like a more listenable kind of
no,
appeal,
totally.
like
Like a
to a
party
grander
anthem.
audience. Yeah,
And it's funny because like we really did record that shit at 3 a.m, probably even later. Like speaking of my sister, like that same night we were recording that late, and Nimpy was recording, and Nina said,
Bitch, I'm geek.
it was like 5 a.m. Nina
That's
said, "Shut the fuck up," because Nimpy is doing his crazy style on the mic at 5:30 in the morning, like really loud. That was fun though.
If she didn't do that, that night would have never ended.
Yeah, facts.
Jeez.
So shout out Nina.
yeah.
Put us to bed.
So in the same vein of that song, Max, you did the artwork for it, right? You said earlier.
Which song?
Funny.
No, actually, John Sparks did the artwork.
Ah.
Yeah, no, John Sparks is the wizard. Like
mixed the song,
You guys are
too.
calling.
Whoa,
him,
whoa, whoa,
you were calling him
whoa,
the wizard,
whoa,
honestly.
whoa.
Like, but like John Sparks is like the actual wizard of everything, like except for picking sports teams. He's really bad at that.
He's bad at picking sports
That's
teams,
fact.
and he's bad at being good looking. But
Oh, coming for everyone's neck tonight.
No, but John Sparks, he did that. He did the Dolphin cover too.
Yeah.
But he did the funny cover. I told him I just wanted a Joker on it, and he really snapped.
Yeah, that
Like,
fucking
dude,
cover is
shout out
like.
to John Sparks
John
for
Sparks,
real.
like,
Like,
I would put that
literally
cover on my
played in
wall.
my album, and like he was like, he took a bunch of notes, and he was like, "Dude, I want to do the cover," and I'm like, "All right, dude,
John-
like that's fine."
No one showed us like because my dad is like, you know, it's so cool he's in the industry whatever, and he can show us love, but still my dad, like John
Yeah.
Sparks, like he's in that shit too, like, you know, shout Harry Fraud, like he works for Harry Fraud, works with a bunch of cool people, and John Sparks like showed us love, just like really just brought us under his wing, like
John Sparks Instagram tag.
yeah, John Sparks with a Z.
Shout
You know
out
who he
to
is?
John Sparks. I've
You know
never
who he is?
no.
Oh, he's a
Check
I
it
do
out. He's
now.
a legend.
I
Talk
do
about
now.
what he's
Beyond
done.
a
Like, he-
legend. You don't even need
he's
to,
mixed
bro.
fucking-
Just look him up.
Yeah, just look him up. Just look up Harry Fraud. If you know who Harry Fraud is, you know what he's worked on because he's mixed all that shit. Shout out to John Sparks. I've never met Harry Fraud, but shout out to Harry Fraud. If you need a Con Sweetie or a Stine beat, hit him up. Hit us up. Or, I mean, verse, hit us up.
Yo,
Or
yeah,
a mixtape album.
real quick, I wanted to circle back to Khan about your music.
Hold on.
Oh yeah.
I'm pissed.
Yeah. So while listening to your discography,
Oh, you did?
yeah,
Oh, respect.
yeah.
His homework.
What?
Yeah.
I never did my
Shit's
homework.
legit.
I didn't graduate college.
I copied on my homework.
We do our homework here.
Yeah,
I like to hear.
honestly, the first songs I heard was like Nothing Sweet and Life is Sexy, and both of those are my favorite songs by you. And then I went and I listened to like No Filter and like all the other stuff. I was like, damn, this dude's going hard on this. So, and I love your R&B style stuff. He kind of reminds me of like Post Malone in a way.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Shit.
So,
Shit.
I'll take that.
what? So when coming off of, you said right before No Filter,
Yeah.
you released Life is Sexy.
Yeah.
What made that like? It kind of seems like a drastic change, even though in this day and age it's really not. But to go from something more R&B to the contemporary style of rap and
Well,
hip hop.
Life is Sexy. My friend hit me up and he was like, "Yo, I've got these piano chords. Like I think he said I have an 8-bar piano chord, an 8-bar guitar chord, an 8-bar guitar lead. I don't have any drums, but I think you can make a cool song with it." Threw it together.
Who's that, by the
made
way?
the beat. That's my boy RJ Berardi. Shout out to him. He's a great guitarist. Made the beat in like 10 minutes. simple drums. There's nothing to them at all. And then I was like, dude, like, I want to sing on this so bad, and like I just wrote it and I recorded it right there and I released it. I think.
That bitch.
Did you?
Yeah.
I recorded at Stine's house. I think I wanted him to.
Mike.
You were coming over a lot, and I was engineering for you.
I wanted him to put a bass line on it, and then I just ended up putting it out. And No Filter, I think I was just in my bag one day, and I was like, fuck it, I want to rap today. Even though, like, honestly, I really do want to take that, like, R&B, like, singy approach a little bit more. An artist I've been really into recently is Dominic Fike. I'm not sure if you guys
Dominic Fike is so good.
I think he's one of the tightest out right now.
He's up and coming right now.
You listen to him at all?
Yeah, he's cool, but like
Dominic Fike, shout out Dan Prokopchek. He shot his last video.
yes, he did.
Yo.
Yes, he
That's
did.
my boy.
I know.
Shout out Dan Prokopchek. That's my big bro, for real.
Yeah, and I've been really into Dominic Fike lately, and
You're blowing my mind,
I
constantly.
want to I want to get into some, you know, because he has such a different range of styles, and it's like his single off his album that Robert Pattinson did the video for, Vampire. It almost sounds like a fucking like Jennifer Lopez song.
Yo.
And then you hear songs like Three Nights.
Yeah.
That's almost like a little reggaeton, like kind of a poppy hit.
Yeah.
And then you hear songs like Baby Doll, which is like late 90s rock kind of, and then he has songs where he's rapping like Phone Numbers with Kenny Beats.
Yo.
You know, I think Dominic Fike is he's already really big,
Kenny Beats.
but I think he's going to be one of the
Even
biggest
bigger.
artists like
that was some. I remember I was listening to Nothing Sweet, and I was like, this reminds me of some R&B and stuff, and I went with Post Malone, but then you mentioned it, Dominic Fike actually is way
and
closer.
What's crazy about that is I've only heard of Dominic Fike since November 4th.
That's wild.
Yo, dude, that's insane, man. I think
When I got home from what I had to go and do, I heard Dominic Fike 3 nights, and I was like, "Whoa, this dude is good,
dude."
Like,
I'm
I appreciate that.
I'm glad to hear that you're interested in the more R&B stuff, because you have a great voice,
Thank you.
and it's very interesting to see. Like, you know, usually,
Everybody moves so
Bro,
fast.
if I
in
lose
New York
15
City.
pounds, I'm gonna be looking fine as shit.
Why can't we
It's
slow
sad because
it
he was
down?
at a weight loss camp that whole time, but he's figuring it out.
I only gained 3 pounds.
No, he was at a weight loss camp that whole time.
I was a fat kid.
but bro, you can definitely be. I can definitely see you being a hella tight Dominic Fike type. I think you got the chops for it,
I
bro.
appreciate that, bro. And like
was
not
his
even
hard.
not even Dominic Fike type. Just like
The Mac Miller.
Just
second
more-
Mac Miller.
a lot of people
That's a
compare me to
big
Mac
statement.
Miller.
I said that the first time I met you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Fun fact,
But
he used to
like-
hate him.
You know,
just more singy and more love. Like
Yeah.
Yo,
'Cause-
the song we made, Blame Game.
playing game. Yeah,
I'm dropping
singing on
that shit soon, and I sing on the hook, and he sings on a verse, and I do like the ad libs. If you like Consueti singing shit, you're gonna love this collab,
Yeah,
bro.
so
Yo.
like,
It's
I
amazing.
kind of, I don't know. I want to do like, I will always want to do hip hop, but I want to do like some more like upbeat, like folky kind of stuff, and I just want to. I've rapped enough, bro.
Yeah.
I've been
I feel
rapping
you.
for 10 years.
Consueti's more than
I've released so much rap. Like
Yeah.
I'm more than a rapper.
yeah,
And like
for sure.
with an untrained voice, like I'm not calling myself like an amazing singer, but I can sing pretty decently. And like a little bit of autotune on there, you know, a little
Yeah.
bit of pitch
Slap that
correction.
bitch
Always
on.
all
I mean,
the
hell,
time.
man, I think you have a great
Nah,
voice. I remember
always.
I listened to No Filter like before I heard Life is Sexy, and like I put it on And I thought, I was like, is that the same dude saying it? And I felt like a space
I
open up in my chest, like for real.
I have a weird range.
awesome.
I have a
Damn,
weird
that's
range in my
beautiful.
voice that like I can speak in a low voice or I can speak in a high voice. Like
You can
like
go
you said
real
outside.
high.
I can
Yeah.
go really
You can go
high.
higher than I can,
But
dude.
whatever, man.
But
what I'm
Let's
saying
hear a high
is
note real quick.
no.
Come
What
on.
I'm
The squeaker.
no.
Let me hear a soprano C.
What I'm saying is I want to expand my horizons. I have an album. I've lost control of my life too. It's mostly just a hip hop album. There's a lot of singing on it, but it's a rap album. And then we'll see where it goes from there.
Extra
Dope shit,
ammo,
man.
too.
Dope shit.
Incredible.
Couple things real quick. I just wanted to circle back for a minute when you
guys are
said that
making me
you
feel
felt
hella
like you guys had
creative too, bro.
known
I've
each
been
other
in Such
forever.
a creative slump, like you have no idea.
Let
Yeah.
him talk, man.
We
I'm sorry.
we have a saying on the podcast. It originates from Joe. It's called "Real Recognize Real." And when you said that, that's just like you guys are all real as fuck. So
You know
like,
what's
when
crazy?
when
I
you
did not-
guys met,
yeah.
like
Yeah,
you
facts.
recognized,
You like
you know.
Keep it genuine, bro.
I did not.
Exactly.
I was saying to Jack, I did not create that saying. I've heard it all over the place.
Well,
It's my man Tupac, and also, you know what's crazy? Oh, the other day, my boy
of the
Nick
best
from
sayings.
Have a Good Season posted that on his story, and like,
Is that trademarked?
Fuck with that.
Yeah,
Is that
saying here.
trademarked?
It's a good saying.
Real Recognizer is saying here on the Local Zach Only podcast.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I like that.
I hope it's not trademarked because I want to use that.
No, it's
but-
not. It's just a common saying
Let's
amongst
fucking
musicians.
trademark that shit then.
That's gotta trademark.
No, it's not, dude.
Bro,
I
that is
promise.
one of the most common sayings out there.
Yeah, like, even Mike heard of it.
Cut
It's
this
just
audio, and I'm going to hit up the trademark committee.
yo, Real Recognizer.
It
yeah.
won't be released for a little bit, so we'll have time to trademark it
And-
before
Yes,
this comes
alright.
out.
We might.
So I can just
When
make
does
a
this come
phone
out?
call. I'm just
It'll
What comes
probably
out?
be
This.
Oh, this
if
episode.
not-
Yeah, is
oh.
this episode
if not the end of
This is
next
episode
week.
5.
No, it's 5. If not the end of next week, then the beginning of the following week.
That.
And we might have
enjoying
a
myself.
T-shirt design coming out.
Yeah,
maybe.
the T-shirt might be ready by then. Real recognized real. Shout out to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, shout out Con-
Shout out
Keep your eyes open.
to shout out to my older brother real quick, John Esposito, for great
recognized
artwork.
Yeah,
design.
fucking beautiful. Anyway,
Espositos.
we're talking about your music. I just
Yes, sir.
want to.
Fuck Con Sweetie's music.
So yeah, first of all, fuck Con
Con
Sweetie.
Sweetie sucks.
Fuck
That's
Con Sweetie sucks.
I
remember
agree.
chanting that at your show.
Yeah,
We-
facts.
Yeah, you were forced to.
what did
You would have chanted Bush.
Joe,
did
shout outs
9/11
to
too.
Trippy-
And you will next time.
Trippy Toe
Yes, sir.
Shout out Tribito.
Our boy.
at what's his dies?
Tribito dies.
Trippy Toe dies.
TYS.
Sick ass fucking
Or
tie dye
at
shirts.
Joe.
I have
He did my
one.
shirt right now.
He did that one.
Yeah, he did this shirt I'm
So-
wearing right now.
I had that. I had his shirt that I was thinking about wearing. I had my Sunshine Spaz shirt, and I had this shirt, and I was like, I talked to Con Sweetie first. I guess.
No,
It's a
bro.
Con Sweetie podcast.
Fuck
We ain't talking
that.
about sunshine.
No.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
Dude,
Tie-dye.
I don't tie dye.
There's only
Here's a
one,
calling-
There's only one version of that shirt that's tie dyed that my brother did.
I
and
saw
it
that.
Looks so insane, bro. I'm so pissed that I have to wear a size large and I can't fit into a small.
I swiped up on that story. I remember when you posted it, and I was like, dude,
that
this is
shit was
fucking sick.
Beautiful, bro. Like,
So,
Shout out Tribito now.
dude, Trippy, this is a calling card to Trippy Toe to dye my Con Sweetie shirt.
oh, he would love to.
Exactly.
He would love to.
Free.
You big toe boy.
He was-
Yeah, he's gonna do it for free. too.
Yeah, you heard that, motherfucker. You're doing this shit for free. But so circling back to your music for a second, I just want to personally say, you guys need to go stream his albums. Personal favorites of mine, dude. I know, so they're like more popular, but like Blowing Up My Phone and
Yeah, that's a
Live-
single.
Live Pretty no
Live fast.
Live
Die
Fast
Pretty.
Die Pretty.
Yeah.
I can listen to those songs on repeat for like hours.
Those
Well,
are
see,
hits,
like,
boy.
They're fucking straight
They're very
hits.
short, and
Yeah.
I made them with the intention of like, you know, the whole mainstream rap world would just like literally put this on and like play it 100 times.
That's
It's
what I
only
do.
2 minutes long.
I go back
So,
and
like,
forth. I go play next,
Yeah, those
play
are good
next, play
songs.
next, play next. But like, also, shout outs to the rest of the album. They're fucking incredible
Shout out
albums.
to
Commercial
Versace
breaks.
for producing
Live fast, die pretty.
Live Fast Die Pretty.
That's Lusaci.
I made the beat for Blowing Up My Phone. Shout out to Adam22 for playing that on his fucking podcast.
I remember that. That was sick.
I had a quick, and Jack, unless you had something.
You can go for it.
Connor, are you a big comic book fan? Because I noticed on some of your single covers or album covers, there's this amazingly dope, this amazingly awesome, like cool ass, like old classic 50s style comic book artwork.
My brother.
That's your brother. Yo,
shout out Why That Cat. He makes the toys. He makes the artwork. He made the artwork.
I noticed that. I was looking at the Bayway Boyz album cover. I was like, this art style is very similar.
Bro, the way that he uses a halftone, you can tell that it's his art, bro.
That's rad.
Yeah,
man.
he's really good. He's really good. He's a fucking asshole, but he's really good.
I seen him.
His stories make my day.
Yeah,
his
facts.
Instagram stories are fucking
please.
hilarious.
Don't plug his Instagram.
I'm plugging that shit. That shit funny as fuck.
All right, honestly, yeah. Fuck the police. Watch his Instagram stories.
Oh shit.
That's rad, man.
I get it. Your friends and family are police. I get it. Fuck you.
He gets mad.
As well, man. Real quick, just to shift a bit of focus, I want to touch on this briefly because I want Sunshine Spaz to come on and do their own episode. But Mike,
we're down.
Fuck Ryan.
Y'all, you're the bassist for Sunshine Spaz.
Yes, sir.
And you're a dope ass bassist, by the way, man.
The heartthrob of the group.
Dude.
Without a doubt.
I don't know, Jamie's pretty handsome.
Jamie's handsome.
Not a regular guy.
I'm a bassist myself. Been a bassist for about 8.5 years and stuff. And whenever I saw this, bassist for Sunshine Spaz, I was like, word? All right, let me check this dude out real quick. And bro, you're a killer. You're
Appreciate
I wanted to ask a bit about your influences as a musician, because when I heard, I put on Gone Without a Bullet.
Gone Without a Bullet, yeah.
And that was the first song I heard. It was at the top of the popular list on Spotify. And I was like, yo, you have a very active and busy style. You reminded me of the bassist from I Killed Giants. I don't know if you ever heard of them.
I have not, but I will check them out.
But you're...
I got a few crazy comparisons before, I'm not gonna lie.
So I wrote this down. So your whole band... your whole band, including your bass, you sound like let me see, you have vibes of the high strung mixed with old school Queens of the Stone Age and nuances of Risewell Kid.
Okay.
And your vocalist sounds like Ben Birdwell from Band of Horses.
Really?
And it's really, really dope. But you have
my older brother singing and playing guitar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a brother band, and our boy Jamie on the drums.
Shout outs to Bread and Rudder.
Yeah, when you get the chance, look up I Killed Giants.
Okay,
and take a listen to their bassist. But what influences you have as a bassist? Also, how on top of that, how long have you been a bassist?
So I started playing the bass in 3rd grade because that's when they would introduce you to the band and orchestra instruments. And
he could play the stand-up bass.
Yeah.
No shit,
yeah,
really?
That's how I started. I didn't play electric for
mad respect. That's
2
hard.
years before I started playing the stand-up bass in the orchestra.
That's fucking gangster.
I was set on the trumpet, bro. I was like, bro, the trumpet's the shit. That shit sounds cool. Could not make a fucking sound with that thing.
It's hard, man.
I picked up the bass, and all I learned the first time I played bass was the Jaws thing, dun 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 dun. Da, 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 da.
That minor second.
This is awesome. I love this instrument, and I just started learning it from there. And I picked up reading music and playing the bass pretty quick. And then I was introduced to the electric bass actually at the Music Academy in downtown Toms River because I was put into a group band with Max when he played drums back when we were little ass
Nice.
Yes,
yeah.
You still play?
Turn, baby. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna get this out of the way. There's a popular band called Flip Turn. And I want to say fuck them because that was my band when I was in elementary school.
Yeah,
so I never heard their music before.
And I don't know what they think a flip turn is. You know what a flip turn is?
No.
Okay, so I used to swim when I was younger, and my dad used to swim, and it's when you're
when you reach the end of the
you do the flip.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Flip turn.
Yo.
And so we just named the band Flip Turn. So
that's not a bad band name though.
No, it's a good.
That's
band.
pretty good.
Yeah, we made it up as little ass kids.
Facts.
And I skateboarded too, and I was all of that kind of just went into that.
Yeah,
Flip turn.
But flip turn is a swimming term,
Yeah.
Yeah,
We were just crazy
Which is
little
so
kids.
stupid.
But I never played the electric bass, and it was just I bought the shittiest one I saw at a fucking yard sale. Like my mom just bought me a shitty bass. Like, there's not even a brand. Like it's terrible, but it looks like a Fender, like a P bass. So
I see.
But now it's actually signed by all the Blind Melon guys.
Shout out.
But yeah, and like we learned, I learned Seven Nation Army,
Like everyone did it.
I know that one.
I've never played the electric. I just came into this like group class, and they're like, "Oh, you play the bass?" I'm like, well, "I play the upright bass," but I bought this, and the teacher Brandon, shout out to Brandon, he taught me how to play the bass like with Seven Nation Army, and I was like just on from there.
Right on, man.
How long?
The kid's name, not Nick. Shout out Nick Glass. The other kid.
Fernando.
Yeah, honestly, I'm sorry, Fernando, but fuck you.
Crybaby.
How long were you playing stand up before you started playing electric?
I'd say like maybe just a year or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And then like
Were you
around
very good at the stand up at that point, or?
I picked it up really quick, but to be honest,
all through high school, right?
yeah, I played all the way up until I graduated high school. But like my skills, like I was going up, and then at the beginning of high school, I was pretty good at the upright. But I was like, I got so into the electric, and like I took lessons in at Belmar School of Musical Arts. Shout out Ryan Thompson, phenomenal bass teacher. I've had so much focus on the electric that my skills on the upright just went to shit, kind of, because I didn't have one at home, so I couldn't practice like the songs that we learned in school. But yeah, I just fell in love with the bass and like picked it up pretty easily. But you said my influence?
Yeah, for the electric bass. You also sound like Tony Canal a little bit.
Does that
Really?
translate a lot too?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like, you know, it's weird because it did translate because I picked up the electric so much quicker, because that was just my style. I listened to like punk rock as a little kid, so
Right.
like I was just like meant to play that, not classical music. But
There we go with influences.
Nathan Watt, you know who he is? He's Stevie Wonder's bass player. For a while.
Yes, yeah.
And like I was just obsessed with Stevie Wonder's bass lines, like in his songs, and I was watching live stuff with my dad because my dad was always showing me older music since I was a little kid, and Nathan Watt's bass lines just like made me want to play the bass. So I learned like "I Wish" and "Sir Duke" by Stevie Wonder, and I got really into funk stuff because my teacher would teach me like traditional like jazz and funk and all this, but like I loved punk and stuff like that. So now like I have like a very traditional background, so now I don't remember how to read music, nothing, and all I do is play Sunshine Spaz songs and just put my own twist on things. Like you said, Going Without a Bullet, that bass line is 10 times sicker because I progress like every time I pick up my bass, so I make bass lines even after we record them and put them out even better. Like I don't know, like influences bass wise was like Mike Dirnt. Like I just
shout out.
Like the bass always stood out to me. It didn't really matter who I listened to, but like the bass just always was cool to me. And a lot of people don't get the bass at first. They don't really understand
Don't
it.
know
They
why.
don't get like they think we're like the pointless guy on stage.
Right.
And like,
False.
And now
Not
like
important.
since I'm in a 3-piece, I like to throw the melodies in there and stand out. And a lot of people come up to me after I play and be like, "Oh, like you are the bass player and you're holding it down, but I feel like you're also like playing like a lead guitarist."
We're the heart, man. We're the groove.
Also,
We make you dance.
Also, like, I swear to God, that's why me and Mike are such good friends, because when we were young and we played in that band, I was the drummer, and like it was like everyone cares
Rhythm
about
section, baby.
Exactly.
That's rhythm
Everybody
section,
cares about
yeah.
The kid on the guitar.
Or the
kid
pretty boy singing.
Right.
Dum,
And
dum,
me
dum,
and Mike
dum,
are like,
dum,
wow,
dum,
I'm like, wow, I'm actually controlling this song. right
Yes,
now.
dude.
And like, I don't even play anymore, so it's like, even back then, though, when I was mad young, I realized like, wow, it's me and him controlling this. And
We really bonded over music
Yeah,
and
that's
became
facts.
really
Exactly.
good friends because of it.
Yeah.
Even though he doesn't play anymore, and
Yeah.
we still are
and the
friends.
music we bond over is-
over music and our friends because of music now because
Right.
of the hip hop stuff.
Yeah,
like-
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like the music we were playing is nothing we really bonded over. That's why it's weird.
Like
It
we
was
bonded
Yeah.
over Green Day, now we bond over like
Fucking-
underground hip hop
Yeah.
and
Hell
Young
yeah.
Thug, and, like, we
Exactly.
love that
Nice.
shit, bro.
Exactly.
See, that's so sick. From all the bands I've been in and stuff like that, I've always noticed that like the bassist and the drummer always get along. Bassist and a drummer make the best like dynamic duos.
That's facts.
Like it's
Yeah.
is hell. It's cool.
You need the
and like
chemistry.
Just hold it down.
and you hold
Yeah,
it down.
hold it down.
And like I was saying before, I've said it I think once or twice on the podcast before. I've always believed it, but no matter what style or what genre of music you're playing as a bassist, whether it's something straight like punk or classic rock and stuff, the best bassists I think are cut from the cloth of studying jazz and funk. That's where like bass.
Absolutely.
That's where bass lives.
Absolutely. That's some of the toughest shit to learn. Man.
Yeah, man. But like that's
I
where
would-
we be.
I would go 2 months like learning a long funk song, and I would mess up one note. My teacher would not give me a check mark on my homework. So like I played that shit until I got it perfect. Like,
So coming from
now I learned all those traditional rules to break them. Like it's amazing. Like
coming from the background of funk, you slap a lot.
I don't anymore. I'm not really like too into it anymore.
Pick?
Oh man.
I don't play. I play with like a imaginary pick for certain.
Oh, you
stuff,
have the thumb style kind of where you play.
with like my pointer.
Oh, the fingernail.
And
Yeah.
then switch, like if you watch me play live, like I switch back and forth. It's my bass teacher probably cringes at it, but like he I talked to him recently. It's cool. Like he's like, I get it, bro. Whatever works for you, you know, because whatever feels most natural. So like,
is what the way to
like
go.
there's certain stuff like that Spaz plays where it's just like da 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 like fast punk stuff. So I'll use my thumb, and there's stuff where I run, and that's where I'm like using my fingers to pluck up and down. But no more slap and pop now.
That's sick, man.
While we're on the topic of you playing live, I just want to take a minute to shout out Sunshine Spaz. As you were,
Shouted out them before,
as you were saying it earlier, like I can really tell, and it seems like all of you do it. But like when I've listened to you guys live and seen you live, it's always like better than what I've heard that's recorded. You know, because like you can really tell that as you guys grow, you're playing it differently, and you're like it gets better and better. Like each song gets better and better as like you guys play more.
Absolutely.
Y'all have
Huge shout outs to Ryan Rudder and Jamie Lawler.
Jamie Lawler, yes.
Lawler.
Ryan Rudder, Larry Darst.
Huge. Huge. Check out Sunshine Spaz at Sunshine Spaz. Right? Just
yes, man.
at Sunshine Spaz, yeah.
Sunshine
You get
Spaz,
better every
senior
day.
now,
Dude.
2022.
Let's go with that.
At the latest.
Yeah.
And Consuite?
At the
I absolutely
latest.
love that.
And Consuite.
When
I like that there.
I absolutely love that when a band like will play a song different, like live, or like just have fun. Because like exactly that. It shows that they're having fun. They care about it.
I've never played a song the same, and either has our drummer Jamie. Never. So like what you get in the studio is what you get. Like you know, like it might not even be our best day, but like we work with it. We build on top of it. I re-record the bass lines, and it's this recording gap we've had. Like I've liked how much time has passed since we laid down the foundation of these new songs, because now I've been playing them for a while, and I could build on top of them and make it like, you know. So it's like when I recorded Gun Without a Bullet, I wasn't where I needed to be at with that song, but now I have a sick bass line for like both parts.
Right.
And then it's been a while, like because all, you know, coronavirus, and we haven't been in the studio in a while, but it's like we're more comfortable with where we're at, and like our practicing has gotten better. So hopefully this next batch of songs will be a lot cooler.
Yeah.
Man.
So
Now, as a quick, I'm sorry, Jack. Did I cut you off? I just wanted to do a segue real quick, unless you have something to add.
yeah, let me just add on real quick. Just for a second, I don't want to talk about
It's not
Sunshine
cheating
Spaz
anymore.
too much because I'm really hoping to have you guys on soon as you three.
Yeah, definitely.
How did, like, I just want to talk about quick your relationship with your brother and how you guys got together with Jamie. So like I see a lot of times like people not getting along with their brother or siblings. You guys seem to be like, I mean, you're in a band together.
Oh,
Yeah, y'all seem to be tight as fuck.
Is that, do you attribute that to music?
No, me and my brother always had a fun, you know, relationship. It's just me and him. He's 5 years older than me.
I was about
He's
to
probably
yeah.
like 5 inches shorter than me.
He is.
That is exactly why
See,
they work
I
out.
looked up to him my whole life.
It's a fact.
Just so he has to look up to me for the rest of his life.
Damn.
But anyway, we always had a good relationship. He used to beat up on me when we were younger because I was annoying little shit, you know, typical older brother, little brother stuff. But like, you know, as we both matured and got older, we kind of, you know, bonded more, and we enjoy each other's company. We like to, you know, mess around, slap each other. We get mad at each other like brothers do too. We like fight all the time, like because we love the UFC and shit. But
Yeah.
Dude.
besides that,
Nah, they be fighting.
we just
I've seen this in person before. I
we
remember.
get along though very well. We have a great
I
relationship.
was just about to say, like, about the fighting though, like
It's
fight,
actual.
but it's like, you know, like I know a lot of like brother only or just brothers, like two brothers, and they fight, but they get mad at each other.
Yeah.
Like they fight and they talk so much more shit, but they're never mad at the
It
end.
never escalates.
I remember.
People be bleeding though.
I feel that,
almost
honestly.
saw the shit escalate hard once.
It happens, all right?
I
I
remember.
almost saw it accidentally escalate, and then like if Mike just happened to hit Ryan the way that he was centimeters from hitting him, it would have been a full-blown fight.
I remember
put a big cut on his forehead with my elbow. I know.
Oh, that Muay Thai shit.
Yeah, it was
Dude.
an elbow, and if he was this much further away, he would have fucking hurt him, bro.
I remember being at your brother's house after the Spaz and Con Sweetie, everyone, Matty Pask show, Dave Bishop, shout out Dave Bishop. After that, and we're literally like standing in the kitchen, and we're like smoking a joint, and you guys are literally fucking brawling, and I'm standing there. I think you were like in the room, Con might have been in the room, and we're just like standing there like talking, and then they're like, it's like a fucking UFC match in the middle of the kitchen.
To drop the joint, passing it over.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah,
you
literally.
trying to hit your brother with a question mark kick, dude? Like,
I'll probably pull my hamstring. But to like wrap
Back
up
to-
what you were asking.
to Jamie,
So
right?
yeah, me and my brother both had separate journeys as musicians. He played the guitar as a little kid, and I went to the drums hard for a while. Played in
Really?
like a
Nice.
college band at Ohio State, and they're actually
Shit.
sick. Flow State on Bandcamp. Sick shit.
Shout out Flow
But
State.
yeah, that was their band out there. He played the drums, and he picked the guitar back up, and like I could tell he just like fell in love with it and started like writing riffs and like just making songs. And so he was playing. Me, him, and Jamie all worked at the same restaurant, and
Do we want to name that? Or?
3B's.
Nah.
The food's good.
Jade Lobster Roll is actually crawfish. I'll drop that behind.
oh,
Anyway.
So his office is
So we all became friends with like the Judo Chop kids too before Judo Chop was even a band.
Shout
we all
out to
became
Judo
tight
Chop.
with the Manchester
Oh,
boys
shout out Judo
playing
Chop.
music and shit. And Ryan and Jamie became friends working together, and they started playing as Sunshine Spaz as a two-piece, just drums and guitar.
How long ago was that?
Probably like 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago.
Okay.
Maybe 5, because Sunshine Spaz has been a band for like 3.5 years now. That was like 3.5 years was our first show, and so they were playing a while, like jamming. They had like 3-4 songs together. They had Give It a Rest already. They had Heavy Hands, and then they had a song called Tight Dynamite that just like never was a thing. That was just their song. But one day, like I just walked my lazy stoned ass downstairs with my bass and like hopped in and learned the songs, and that was it.
was
It just
over.
clicked, and like here we are today. Like that was it.
that's
We'll
right.
get more
man.
into that
Such
next
a-
time.
Yeah.
You know.
Real
For
quick,
sure.
as a good little segue, like I said before, with jazz and funk being like really trademark genres as a bassist, rap and hip hop is also incredibly bass centric
Oh yeah. That's what I love.
genre. And you, if those of you don't know, Mike here has got bars. Right?
Facts.
You like,
Yes, sir. I
Yes,
sing,
sir.
I rap. I make beats.
He got bars.
I can engineer, record. I play
Hashtag
bass,
Stine has good lyrics.
Yes, I do. Thank
Facts.
you, sir. Con
Facts,
always
dude.
told me that's why we clicked musically. He said, I always told him like he says shit the way like I feel like I was trying to figure out how to like write certain lyrics, and like I was like, dude, you say shit that I'm like, oh,
He
that's
says
it.
shit that you wish you,
Like the
you
shit
could
that's on the
have
tip
said.
of my
Yeah.
tongue.
Right.
But he's also told me the same thing, and like I feel like he's like clearly when it comes to technically rapping and spitting bars, like he's clearly way better than me. But I always prided myself on my unique style, and I never try to like hop out of my own lane. Like I try to stick to like what comes to me naturally and like the flows that come to me, and we always like kind of bounced off each other that way. You know?
Matter of
And
respect,
Mike's
yeah.
so on that like shit
Yeah.
that like it actually bothers me. I'll be like, yo, dude, just try something else. He's like, nah, it's just like not my thing. I'm like, yeah, but who gives a fuck? Just
My man found his
Yeah,
found his
Right.
style.
Yeah, but it's
My
also
only-
like it's not even found his style. He's like, I'll be like, yo, try this because people like that. And he's like, nah, fuck that. I want to do what I want to do. And I'm like, yes,
Fuck yeah.
My
Gang
that.
shit.
My
But
only
sometimes it's so. I'm like, dude, you could. It's
That's
'cause that
respect.
shit's so. I feel like he thinks it's easy. That other shit. And
Nah,
But it
I'm with
comes
my
out
man.
of
I'm
me,
with my
like,
man,
funny.
Mike
Like,
though.
back to funny, it comes out of me.
Right, it does. Cause see, that's a bop, and that's real.
Yeah.
He can do that shit. He
I
just
just gotta
thinks
do
that.
it.
and
My
the
way.
only
Yeah,
the only
that's what I'm talking
comment
about.
I have on like, because there's been a couple times where like we made songs and like I did a verse and Stein was like, fucking why'd you rap so good, bro? Blah blah blah. This and that. Like some dumb shit like that. But like, I also look at it like, I legitimately like studied lyricism for like 7 years.
Oh word.
And like,
Who mostly?
Big L.
no, like the art of lyricism.
Oh,
like,
okay. I thought you
how
meant
to
like a
write
specific.
lyrics,
Right.
like,
Was there? I think what he was trying to ask was there
like
a specific
specific
artist that
people that
you
you were
looked
studying.
into or studied?
Yeah. Well, Big L for Big L for punchlines.
Hobson.
Definitely early Eminem.
He's a big Hobson fan.
Tupac, Mac Miller. I mean, but this is before like I was into Mac Miller. Like when I was 13, like I literally started studying the art of lyricism. So like when like I would say some type of metaphor and he was like, "Damn, like that's what I was trying to say." But like why didn't I say it? I only give that credit to like me. I literally like studied it as if it was school.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel.
And like I'm not saying I'm a better rapper than Stine. You know, we have completely different styles. All right, I got better bars. Whatever.
Well, you rap more in general.
You're more experienced.
See, I'm more experienced.
Yeah.
I come from the bass playing band background.
Right.
So, like,
I've been writing poetry and raps for 12 years now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel
So
that.
like,
me, it's only been like 5 or 4. Like I
And
just started
it's-
writing
and-
shit and rapping at parties in
but
high
like
school.
the
you know?
thing, like me and you, like starting music so drastically different, making such drastically different types of music, clicked like that.
Yeah, we complement each other's styles.
Time don't mean shit, bro.
What's
Like,
the?
and-
like we make a good song together.
Just
We have so
chill.
many songs together.
Yeah.
Let me chill.
Let me chill. Let me chill.
yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's
Shout
the
out
other one.
YNK, we record that in his kitchen.
That's the
Facts.
other song
Shout out
on that
Pete Doc
album.
singing on the outro.
Yeah, facts, dude.
I was talking about the songs earlier. That's another one that I'm like.
Let me chill some out.
Let me chill.
I wanted to ask, Mike, the relationship with bass being very rhythmic and holding it down, rap obviously being like rhythm and poetry and stuff like that. Like, do you think your love for the bass and being a knight of the low frequency like influenced your love for rap? And
Absolutely, it was an inevitable transition.
how do you think that? How do you think, or do you think it like having the background of traditional style, or maybe not traditional, but like more contemporary knowledge or style of bass as an instrument? Do you think that helped you better yourself or hone your style or your craft as a rapper? Because there's a an art or even a science to the idea of like making good bass lines for a song and whatnot. Do you think that like you were able to take that or take away anything from that process and make it, I don't know, turn into syllables, I guess? So
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. Absolutely. I mean, of course, I like trained my ear over the years, So like, you're studying all these like famous, super popular songs from like the 70s and 80s and the 60s and like even before that, all these jazz, blues, and funk songs. Like, I trained my ear, and like popular music always sounds different like as time goes on, but you can always grasp like what made those songs popular in a sense. So like just learning, not even the bass, but just like learning that much about music,
like dissecting the patterns almost.
yeah, like at a young age, like just gave me a good ear for like just what sounds good, And I think too, like just like you said, the bass, like the low end, like I loved hip hop before I ever started making it. Like it started in middle school, like with like I always listened to like Biggie and like all the old shit, bro. Like Big L, Nas, all that shit. But and then I fell in love with Lil Wayne and the auto-tune T-Pain shit, and like I don't know, it definitely, my ear definitely like picked up on all that stuff. And it also, all that traditional learning, I feel like I don't have to worry about certain things. Like I can just stay in a creative mindset because these things have been drilled into me. So like some of the technical aspects of making a song, or like the low end, and just I don't have to worry about that. I know what's gonna sound good in that aspect, so I could focus more on the melodies and the lyrics and training my voice and stuff like that, the stuff that I'm kind of new to, so
Right on.
so it allows me to get better, like at the newer stuff that I started working on. I don't know. It's a complex thing to try to put into words.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, it's a loaded,
my
loaded
whole
question.
life has been a musical journey, so absolutely it's helped me along the way, It
Right on.
helps me learn new stuff to
So
apply to my music.
while I want to bop back over to Con for a second, but before I do so, I want to quickly
Con
while
Sweetie
we're
sucks, dude.
fuck Con Sweetie.
Con Sweetie sucks.
Con Sweetie's a fucking. I mean,
Let's not take it.
all the.
Let's not take it too far.
I'm sorry. I love you. You know I love you.
Everybody's on mic.
All right, we'll pick on Mike and say fuck you.
Take that back.
Sorry.
Yeah.
that
While we're on you, when did you start producing? And I guess rapping too.
I started, like I said, rapping probably like late 2014, 2015, like at high school parties, and like everyone was freestyling. I love that shit, but I can't freestyle.
Same.
But like if I sit there and write with like the knowledge that I know I have and like the musical talent that I know I have, I've written some really good lyrics. For like the first shit I ever wrote is some of the best hip hop shit I ever wrote. And yeah, so what was I even talking about? I'll take one. Yeah, I'll take one.
Sorry. We're
Production.
here.
When did you start
Yeah.
producing?
So
yeah.
like, yeah, I started rapping like a little bit before I started producing, and I was honestly, I write my best shit like not even to a beat, because I would write some like just some bars to like with like an old school boom bap type beat in my head, but
Yeah.
I could put it on like a trap beat and stuff like that too. But I started producing right after I graduated high school. I got a cracked version of Ableton on my Mac, and like
Same.
I started making these really
Shout out to
spacey,
E-Rock 95.
trippy, like soundscape type beats. Because every morning I would wake up before like I'd have to go to OCC for a class. Like my mom would leave the soundscape station on because she's she loves yoga and shit like that. But like, and I was always talking shit about it, but I would never change the channel. And like, I just drew a lot of inspiration from the spacey sound, so I started like picking up on making beats. Shout out to my boy Slumpa Beats.
Shout out Slumpa.
My boy, he Slumpa Music on Instagram.
Shout out
SLUMPA. He's like a dubstep producer, but he also makes like drill beats and stuff. You would love my boy.
Yeah, you
Val. Shout out Val.
I love me some dubstep.
He taught me how to
Bad
make just
Gucci.
a drum beat on Ableton. And so I figured out all the melodies and chords from there, and I was making some real trippy, spacey stuff. And then I went to Costa Rica and got my laptop stolen.
Oh.
So I lost all the first beats I ever made. Shout out to Valentine again, Slumpa, because he saved like the first 3 or 4 beats I ever made.
Right.
So I have those forever just to listen to, and I want to go back to them. But yeah, it was probably like 2016 I started producing, and then I lost that laptop, but then I got another one, got back on my feet, and became the David Blaine of GarageBand.
Facts.
Also, I do want to say
I
that when you
attest
said he
to
started
that.
rapping,
Facts.
there was a point where me and Mike were a rap duo.
Yeah, I was gonna
Sitting
say.
in his car smoking weed, just writing in notebooks,
Thank
bro.
you. Smoking weed, just writing in
Thank you,
notebooks.
brother.
I'm talking like I have a whole
2014 shit.
song to I have a whole song to a currency beat.
That
Low
needs
key
to
shit
drop.
is fire.
It's fire.
Yo, he
This
spits
man
bars.
said. This man
Bars.
said a
Bars. Max
currency
Clinch got
beat.
bars.
I got bars, but
Like not much
Yeah.
more than one
All
page
right.
worth of bars. I just got
I
bars.
did. I really spit bars. And,
Yeah. Okay.
I-
Then
no,
drop it.
I was smoking weed in
drop it.
ciphers in people's cards.
Yeah,
rapping,
alright.
acting like I was
Yeah.
I was
Lil
gonna
Wayne.
say you're one of the Bayway Boys. Are you
Yeah.
on any tracks?
should
He
be.
talking shit in some of the intros.
Yeah, I
Should
talking
be.
shit
Yeah.
in intros. I should be.
One time he said, "Whoa."
Yeah,
Little ad lib.
Hello. Yeah, I be talking shit in the intros. They always try to get me to spin the mic, and I get all awkward and like.
You got mad hype man.
I
Right,
got
you
a
know?
little stage fright. One time
It's
also,
it's
Dude,
so
that
funny
stage fright
too.
shit is real on the
Bro,
road,
it's
though.
so
When I first
funny.
You can
listened to my
imagine.
early
Because
SoundCloud
Max,
shit, my
bro,
voice is shaky,
Max
dude.
is the craziest motherfucker. Never shuts
just
the
toy.
fuck up about anything.
I
He
know.
will not stop speaking if you ask him to.
You know, I'll probably talk
You
more
put
if
a
you ask me
microphone
to.
in front of his face,
Nothing.
he just
Nothing.
can't,
I
bro.
can't. It feels weird.
That's
it's,
how I
it's
am.
insane now because this is literally the most outgoing motherfucker I've ever met. Will say anything to anybody.
Yeah.
And like you put a mic in his face and he's like,
This is like the first time I talked to the mic in this long ever in my
Yeah.
life.
But, dude, that fear is real though. Like,
Yeah.
you can be talking shit like all you want. You be
talk shit
outgoing all the
on
time,
video
Yeah.
and it's like not a problem.
in person.
But like speaking into a mic
Fucking dog's cute.
where it's recording and it's a part of an art and a part of a craft, like
Yeah.
and knowing that it's
Yeah.
just fucking
I still
scary,
struggle.
About someone
this
hearing
day.
it.
right?
And you know what's so funny is that one time Mike, when he was still like we just started recording, we go to this kid's house, YDMG Productions, shout out to him. We go to his house to record, and one time I got on the mic and recorded something. He said, "Oh wow, that's mad feminine." I said, I don't know, my
He's
nails
like,
are
yeah,
painted.
bro, my fucking nails are
My nails are painted. Yeah, I probably am.
Yo, who cares, dude? People said the same thing about the RZA from Wu-Tang before they got
Same
famous.
shit about everything. Same thing about Lil Wayne. Same thing about Young Thug. Young Thug wore a dress. Shout out to him.
Yeah, like RZA
You know
was,
why he wore
RZA
it
was-
just because he had the stick.
Yeah, this.
You know that song? That's my favorite Young Thug
Yo,
song.
that's my favorite Young Thug song.
It's
beautiful song.
I don't like his music that
Yeah,
much
and
outside
that
of
is a
that song,
beautiful
but that
song.
song, it's on all of my playlists. I love that song.
You know what Young Thug album you need to listen to is Easy Breezy Thugger Girls.
I'll watch it.
That shit.
I
is
listen to it.
Hard.
Watch
it's a
it. Same
country
shit.
album, bro. It is
Really
Daddy's
so
birthday.
beautiful.
interesting.
Daddy's birthday.
Great song.
That whole album is a beautiful piece of art.
All right, so from here, I said I wanted to bounce back to you real quick.
Shout out Con Sweetie.
Shout out Con Sweetie. Also, before I say anything, shout outs to Trap Bang, shout outs to Matty Pass, shout outs to Day Bishop.
Of course.
Shout out to Con Sweetie.
My favorite rap group of all time, next to the Bayway Boys.
That is Flatbush Zombies.
Trap Bang, dude. Flatbush Zombie. That's a whole nother
See,
vein. I
Trap
fucking
Bang, we
love
were
them.
never much of a group. We were
That's
more
what-
of a collective.
Yeah, I wanna
Too.
hiatus right now a little bit of.
Well, everybody has a lot of life
Lot
stuff
of shit going on,
You
yeah.
know, Maddie just got married. He moved an hour away. I'm going
Nice.
through my shit. Dave
Yeah.
Bishop's dealing with a lot of loss in his life right now, and he's dealing with a lot of personal shit.
Shout out, Dave.
I just
Big
spoke to
shout
them
out there.
both on the phone yesterday, actually, for the first time in a while.
Word?
Yeah, and everything's all good. Still tatted on my leg. It's still Trap Bang and Fry. You know
Fuck
what I'm
I don't
saying?
think they like
Like-
me very much.
No, they just get the wrong idea for some reason.
I don't know. I don't know.
You want to talk about that?
Oh, we can. I don't give a fuck.
Okay,
I'm not
so,
trying
like,
to shit on them.
yeah,
honestly,
no.
but-
So, the thing that I think Day and Maddie thought of Mike and Max was that they were allowing me to do drugs that were messing up my life. When if any two people would have literally smacked me in the face, catching me doing drugs that were fucking up my life, it was these two people.
That's facts.
So all I can
God.
say is, it's a
I was
misunderstanding.
gonna say.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just a
It is.
I mean that happens.
I
Yeah.
get salty about it sometimes, but
And-
I ain't gonna do shit about it.
At the end of the
It's all
day,
love.
I
He says, I
promise
talk
you,
shit.
it is, and like
It's
this
funny.
shit talk too. Like we sting each other, you know what
Right,
I'm
that's
saying?
how we are.
They
We make fun
don't
of
understand that that's the way that we are at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
And maybe they felt that you had enabled bad habits of mine that I had.
Con Sweetie enabled me.
Which is not true, but I
Did I
understand the
enable
concern.
Max?
No, he didn't enable
I probably did. But like, yeah,
Fuck.
no. See,
I got a lot of fun with Constantine.
everything was just a misunderstanding.
That's facts.
Yeah,
That's
I feel
facts.
Everything,
I
and
like
not
to talk
was.
shit.
Everything is
Is.
just a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
I did puke
So-
one
Because
time in
these
the
two
blunt and
motherfuckers
Dave got
are-
mad.
That was great.
That's facts.
He
That's
said
fine.
you're not gonna brush your teeth before you hit the blunt again.
That was incredible. For real. Maddie and Day, like they'll always be two of my.
Chop.
Yeah, back up in the
Back
mic.
up.
Yeah, karate
Maddie
chop,
and Day.
motherfucker.
They'll always be two of my best friends. Max and
Judo
Stine,
chop
they'll
it.
always be two of my best friends.
That's love.
Yeah. So
Mad love.
how real quick? How'd you get to know them?
Maddie and Day, I've
Yeah.
known them since elementary school.
Do you know my connection with Maddie?
It's weird. He told me about it after the first time I met you. I think I posted a Snapchat with you or something.
Yeah.
And, I don't remember what the connection is, but like he was like, "What are you doing with Jack? Blah blah blah. This and that. Like, what's the relation?"
Dude, so shout outs to Maddie Pask. Shout outs to Aunt Patty.
Okay.
his Aunt Patty is my mother's best friend. And so
Wow,
we've
okay.
known each other
Yeah.
since I can even remember.
I forgot
Like,
about that.
cause we would go over her house for like family gatherings and stuff like that. Like we were like close family friends. Like we were like a part of the family almost. And so I like grew up with him like around always.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, dude, I think she had told me before that he was doing music, but I'd never like checked it out or like went further into it. And so I was his cousins were more closer to my age, so I would always like be around them more, talk to them more, and like I never really got to know him or anything. And then at the Sunshine Spaz and Con Sweetie Day Bishop Maddie Pask show, I was like I had listened to his music not knowing who he was.
Yeah.
And he like came up to me and he was like, "Dude," and I was like, "Oh fuck." Like what?
Yeah,
I was at
That's
the
great.
I witnessed
Yeah.
that. I witnessed that.
Yeah, and so we took a
Connected to
picture.
everybody, yo. You really are.
You know,
Exactly.
My cousin, like everyone. Bro.
We took a picture together and sent it to her, and she was like, "Oh my god, like what the fuck?" Like it's
shout out to Matt.
insane.
Awesome, bro.
It's insane. It's insane how like
I will say
how
that.
we're
I will
connected
say-
and
yeah.
we're connected through people.
It's a small world. Max
really
just spilled
is.
the White Claw.
fucking
Maddie
go
Pa-
get a towel.
Maddie
No,
Pask
it's
is,
good. It's good. It's good. It happens
Maddie
all the
Pask
time.
is one of the most.
Thank
He's
you.
one of the most
No, dude,
genuine
it's
and
good.
caring people
not much.
It's
I've
a
ever
tiny
met in
little
my
bit.
life. You know, he's a really good dude.
I mean,
And
if you want.
congratulations, Matt, on your marriage.
Yes, congrats to
Shout out
Maddie.
to marriage.
Shout out to marriage.
Holy matrimony.
I guess this is a
It's how most of us were
having a
created.
baby.
His baby is called "I've Lost Control of My Life"
Yeah,
Part
facts.
2.
No, but
He's gonna have that.
Ian Walzak is listening. I want to get married. I'm like,
That would be
Coming
Part 3.
Embryos and shit.
All right, relax.
So you met them back in the day, what, elementary school?
I met Day Bishop around 2nd grade. I met Maddie around 4th grade.
When did like trap bang come into existence?
I made trap bang myself. That was my thing.
Oh yeah.
It was me, my boy Danny Dell.
Shout
Shout out
Danny
Danny
Dale.
Dell.
Shout out Dale. Shout out Cluck You. Shout out Pokemon Go.
Shout out to Appreciator.
And he's a good photographer.
So it was me. Danny Dell was my recording and engine, like my mixer engineer guy, because he went to Vokes for it. And shout out to YLK. It was us three rapping on some crazy shit. You can find it online if you want, but don't try. Yeah, so Trap Bank started there. We needed a name. I knew I needed like a name, so me and my boy ATP. One time I asked him like, "Yo, what's the first word that pops into your head?" And this is like before like Chief Keef came out, like Bang Bang. This is before like Trap was like big.
blah.
Like this is crazy because this is
Trap Bang,
this was
bang,
Ha ha ha.
January. This was December 29th, 2011.
Damn.
And,
While ago.
I said, "Yo,
Shit.
what's the first word that comes to your head?" And he said, "Trap." And he said, "What's the first word that comes to your head?" And I had one of those like toy bang guns. So I clicked it and I was like bang, and it was like Trap Bang. So since then it was Trap Bang. 2 years.
That's fire, honestly.
That's
And
beautiful.
that's facts, bro. 2 years later, I've known Dave Bishop since I was a child. He was like, yo, I want to record like some raps. And like, obviously he was talented. So like, went from there. Maddie had stopped making music.
Oh.
Around like 2013, we brought him back around. And you can ask him about me personally for bringing him over to my house and helping him out so much. But like, you can talk to him about me and Dave Bishop's like literal rejuvenation of his love for music. And
Khan's
my mom's
mother is calling him.
Khan's mom is calling him right
Hey,
now.
Mom. Hey.
Special
I'm
feature.
in Tom's River doing a podcast.
Oh, she's recording
You're on
on
it.
Tell her I said hi.
Wait, hold
Shout
on.
out to Mom.
Will you say something?
Put on speaker.
Hold on. Say fuck the feds.
What do you think about Con
Hold on,
Sweetie?
hold on. Oh, yeah. Answer that.
Thoughts on Con Sweetie as a rapper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's awesome.
He's the best of the best.
Do you think I should rap or sing more?
Rap.
Oh.
Yeah. All
Now
right.
say fuck the feds.
All right, I gotta go.
I'll see you when you get home.
Say fuck the feds, please. Please.
Say what?
Fuck the feds.
I'll give you a 2% merch cut.
All right, fuck the feds.
You heard it here first. Fuck the feds.
Yo.
Mother
Best podcast ever.
Mama Sweetie.
Mama Sweetie is one of the nicest women ever. She's
an angel.
She shows me love
Honestly,
every time
bro,
I
if
go
she
there.
wasn't as much as an angel as she is, I'll be fucking dead,
That's
bro.
facts.
That's
I really
no
shout out
cap.
to Mama
Like,
Sweetie.
Shout out to Mom.
Big shout out.
She really is
Mama
the,
Sweetie.
the best.
She's in tune with the UFC shit too. She's a legend, bro.
Oh.
She knows.
She walks in, she's like, "Oh, who won?" She's like, "Oh, nice. I wanted him to win."
Nice.
Yeah, she's the best.
I fucking love UFC, dude.
Also,
yeah.
I just saw that someone
cannot
tried to
believe my
kill
mother said
Triple
fuck the
Six
feds.
with a car. Yo, this video I just
Was he
seen.
gonna get a bag?
He said he followed me for like 2 miles because he tried to cut me off. So I said, "Run the fair one." No, okay. Stop getting into road rage. That's what I need to tell everybody.
Yep.
Do not get into road rage because then fucking Mike Tyson's gonna get out and fuck your shit up.
You never. Yeah, exactly.
You never know who you fucking with.
That's facts.
I begin.
Scrawny little guy can't fight and he got a gun.
Gun?
Fuck.
Yeah, you're fucked.
You have a scrawny little dude, and he knows
Don't
fucking
know.
Brazilian jiu-jitsu though.
Exactly.
Like,
You getting triangled and put to sleep.
yeah.
Number one thing.
Put you in a guillotine, dude.
Instead of giving people the finger, let's normalize the thumbs down.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Aunt Bratton.
Facts.
Nice.
Give him a thumbs down. So,
Thumbs down. Don't flip him off. Then you probably won't get shot with the thumbs down. Middle finger, shit can happen.
Facts.
Exactly.
So we talked a little bit about you producing. Con, you as a producer, when did you start? And you might have mentioned it, but how long exactly have you been rapping?
I released my first song December 28th of 2008.
Damn, dude.
How old were you?
I was about to turn 14,
How old are you now?
25.
That's crazy.
It's really
Mad.
cool. It's really cool.
And
Madness.
23.
but check this out. So we did that, recorded on a phone over the Young Jeezy "I Love It" beat.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's real shit.
That's so crazy. That's how you know it was in 2008.
Facts.
And like we did that, put it out, whatever. Then like 9th grade, people started to know that I was a rapper, so I started posting raps on MySpace.
Wow.
MySpace was still a thing.
There you go.
And like, you know,
Anybody
like,
wondering how long ago that was?
Everybody in my fucking, well, I was a freshman at the time, so like everybody had their profile song as my shit because I was like this kid in school that's rapping now. Whatever, and then
The Redskins. I'm sorry. The
I can't remember. What
No.
The Washington football team won. The Giants are never gonna have a good season. I'm just so salty. I'm sorry.
Okay.
They beat the fucking Steelers.
So
Anyway.
that's how long I've been rapping
No
for.
longer undefeated.
And like I also used to
Someone's always
hate
got to
Mac
go.
Miller with a passion. I hated him,
That is
bro.
blasphemy.
Dude.
Wait,
Yo,
at what point? What
Donald
was
Trump,
out at the
Donald
point?
Trump, I hated him.
That song is good.
Shit's
Bro,
classic.
listen,
classic.
when watching movies,
What
with
about
the-
Knock Knock?
I don't even know what that is.
Knock,
Watching
knock,
movies with the
baby.
sound off to whatever came out. As of now, Mac Miller is one of the greatest of all time. Maybe I need to give his old shit another shot.
Yeah,
But anyway,
I
Donald
didn't-
Trump sucked. I fucking hated it. I made a diss song
Fuck Donald Trump.
about Mac Miller over the Donald Trump beat, and it got like 10,000 plays on SoundCloud, like around my school. So like
Damn.
I was like, whoa, like I should like literally like start rapping, blah blah blah, this and that. So after that, like I just built a studio setup and started putting all of my energy into it. And then like as far as producing, I had no means of having beats except for making remixes. But I had a trial version of Fruity Loops on my computer that my older brother Y.K, who also goes under the moniker Arcade, would make his beats on. So I made beats on there. There's a couple projects on the internet that aren't under Con Sweetie. They're under a different alias. You may be able to find them. You may not be able to. Don't try, but whatever.
I'm gonna try.
So I've been making beats since 2012, but with the program I use now, which is Machine, I've been doing it since 2015. And
Machine in 2015. There you go. It's a bar.
my album I've Lost Control of My Life in 2017, I think I made 9 of the 12 beats that are on there. I've produced beats for numerous other artists. Commercial Break, Bitter Big Wins,
Penis.
5.
I need to write a song. to make beats.
I produced.
Exactly.
Let's play the penis game on the podcast.
I produced 5
Wanna
out of
play
the
this game?
6. 5 out of 6 beats on my Commercial Break EP. Regularly scheduled programming. I produced every beat. I've Lost Control of My Life too, which is my new full-length album. I produced every beat.
Yo, that's all. You use Machine for those or Fruity Loops?
Machine.
Machine?
Yeah.
Dude, that's rad, man. That's
That's what Maddie uses too, right? I think.
Yeah. That's where I got. That's like really where I got the idea of ever even picking it up from.
Do you think there's like a different train of thought or like mindset when it comes to composing or writing like those kinds of digitized or rap beats or trap beats and stuff like that when it comes, because like as someone who thinks about traditional composition and just comes from bands that make music with regular instruments like drums. I don't want to say regular, but like drums, like drums, bass, guitar, stuff like that. When it comes to making like those hard, those 808 drum kind of synthetic digitized beats, is there a different like train of thought that goes? Because I've tried to wrap my.
I'll tell you what.
I've tried to wrap my head around it, and
I'll tell
I
you what the different train of thought is.
I can't get it.
Fucking simple, bro.
Yeah.
It is so
it simple,
easy.
bro.
It like
For real.
literally, if you want to make an 808 like booming trap drum beat, keep it as simple as possible with a little bit of rolling hi-hats, and that's it. Like
Yeah. They're like
the hi-hats are everything.
you do
bro.
those the hi-hat, but it's like
If you
the
and-
type
and-
of
and you're a bassist, correct?
Yeah.
So you want to do a bass groove with an 808 drum beat, bro? You just need one 808 hit.
You gotta hit with the kick though.
Yeah,
It's all about kick drum and
It has to
808.
hit with the
That was
kick,
grinder.
B and key, and
The
it's gonna
tobacco
sound
grinder.
like a hit rap
Hit with the
beat.
kick, and you said on hi-hat, it's all those like trills that you can't do like with a human, like they're all like 30-second notes type
Yeah.
vibe. You know what I'm
Yes,
talking about?
exactly.
Yeah.
So real quick, while we're on the topic of production, like what inspired you to start making your own beats and like get into that, and B, Let's talk a little bit about the boy Lusachi, because I know he does a lot of your beats. And
Lusachi.
shout outs.
Yeah.
Lusachi 80. Is it
Lusachi, who
86?
shot me.
My son.
No, I think it might be 98.
98.
All right, so
Lusachi 98 on Instagram. Dude Channer Bro Dude.
Yo, Dude Channer Bro Chat.
Shout outs, Dude Channer Bro Chat. Dude Tanner Bro Chat. That's what it is. I got a few.
Lusachi
It's my son.
Yeah, Lusachi's Mike's son. Where did he meet you?
I met Lusachi way back in the day working at the Tom's River Country Club.
Fuck.
I worked.
Whoa.
Country Club.
I ran food there, and he was like a bar back, and we became really tight because he was like a weird, awkward kid, just didn't really feel comfortable talking to people, and I was like, I'm kind of like that too, but I could also, I don't know, like I could talk to people as well, and I could just, I started talking to him because he was mad quiet, and we had so many common interests in musical artists and underground hip hop, and became friends. And then he sent me a beat that I wrote something to, like way back in the day. It was right when I started writing shit, and like he just started making beats, and became friends with him, and like we stayed in touch. And then when like I linked with Con and shit, and all my a lot of local people in Tom's River too were making music, I kind of just linked him with people, and like kind of once he met all my friends, and then he felt comfortable around us and like would come to hang out more often, and then he met Con Sweetie, and kind of shit hit the fan with Lusachi linking with local hip hop artists.
I'll
and
tell you
sending
what
beats.
hit the fan with
How could
Lusachi.
Jack ask this question
Listen,
and leave?
I'll tell you what happened with Lusachi.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I'm gonna explain it to you, but he knows Lusachi way more.
Lusachi.
Asked this question and got up and left.
He'll listen back and
I know-
study up.
I know that
Stine met Lusachi.
I know that Lusachi produced your beats, so Jack has
Two
to pee though.
things.
Yeah, our word.
Less than a week ago, Lusachi, for no reason, ate an entire packet of Popeye's Ranch and puked.
Whoa.
Okay.
No, he really
Second
did
of
that.
all,
Came out of his nose.
second of
then I
all,
got COVID.
the reason,
No, that's
Me
fast,
too, me
though.
too.
bro,
feel
no
good now.
cap, the reason that all of the local hip hop artists mess with Lusachi is because me and Stine made the song "Let Me Chill."
Let me chill.
It got, I think it's got over 2,000 plays.
Yeah, dude, that was a big one,
on
yeah.
SoundCloud. It's got a couple thousand on Spotify.
Yeah,
And then
dab each other up.
after
Yeah.
that, I noticed local artists commenting on Lusachi shit,
Hitting him
which
up
is
for
cool.
beats,
You know
being his
what,
best friend.
bro? I fucking love Lusachi.
Me too.
I want him to make beats for fucking everybody,
Me
bro.
too.
So like,
Hashtag me too.
and like,
Shout out Lusachi. What's his social media handle? Is it just Lusachi?
Lusachi 98.
Yeah, that's it. 98.
Yeah.
It has to be.
yeah, and Lusachi 98 because he was born in 98. Yeah.
98.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah.
Follow him on TikTok too.
But yeah, me and Stein are the sole responsibility of
set the
Lusachi's.
wildfire. Not in California, but we set the wildfire for Lusachi
Alright,
meeting
let's not get
every
ahead of
single
ourselves.
person that lives in
Right
Ocean
on,
County.
man.
Yeah, but
Now-
Lusachi, he's getting better every day. His beats are sick. I gave him.
Dude, he
I
makes
gave him
he
a pair of
makes he
speakers
makes
so he
fucking
could
20
mix his
beats a
shit.
day.
Like I saw his potential. He was like, I'm having
missed
trouble
the
mixing. I
Lusachi
make
tongue.
good beats, so I gave him a pair of speakers.
I'll hear it
Deadass
4
ever
times.
Since kid's been going so hard.
Editing.
Like I'm so proud of that kid.
I'll just say, me and
How
Stein.
are you gonna ask that question and leave?
Yeah, we were
I
just
had to pee.
we were just
It's
talking.
Like, I have to
Listen,
pee too,
listen,
bro.
listen,
I
me
miss
too,
how
me
I
too,
met
me too,
Lusachi,
me too.
introduced him to him,
Okay.
and it spread like
We were
wildfire.
just talking
you
shit
could
on
say
you,
it
Jack.
again and I
No,
could
just
cut it
listen.
out. Or
Listen,
I listened to this podcast
Listen.
like 10 times before I
Me and
posted.
Stein,
You all
me and
learn. I
Stein
know.
made "Let Me Chill" over Lusachi's beats.
Dude,
After
The beat
that,
was called Blizzard.
okay, we made "Let Me Chill." After that, every single local artist hit up Lusachi. That's it. I'm going to urinate.
Dude, all I can say on the topic of Lusachi is he's
Ball.
Dude's got
he's a
vision.
genius.
Yeah.
But like I don't get how he doesn't have like a big following at this point, because he blasts shit out. He puts out so much
I
shit.
know it's weird.
And
he's
he's
like
like-
really hard to understand sometimes because sometimes he's a really shy guy and he's like
Yeah.
awkward, and sometimes I can tell he has trouble coming out of his shell, and the only reason I say these things is because I've had trouble with all those things. So I saw myself in Lusachi a little bit when I met him, but he posts these crazy like almost embarrassing videos. Like, not to say, like, not to insult him, but like, I wouldn't post shit like that. And like, I feel like I'm more outgoing than him sometimes, but he's so hard to put your finger on because he's like
sober,
awkward and shy. He's super sober, straight edge, but he's like awkward and shy, but also like outgoing and posts the fucking craziest videos. And like, you're right, like he really is a genius. Like, he has like really good ideas and like makes good beats, and like they get slept on, but I don't know, like they'll catch eventually. Like, stupid people catch on the internet all the time, and I put him above them any day of the
above
week,
anyone,
you
dude.
know. So like,
Shout
some
out
of his
to
videos
Sashi.
like sometimes they hit or miss my sense of humor, but like, he knows that's my boy, like that's my brother for life. I always told him, like, you're gonna be good one day, bro. You're gonna be rolling with us till the end. Like, don't worry, Bayway Boyz for life. And
Chad Tanner,
I'm proud
bro,
of him,
dude.
bro. Like, I think he's like putting himself out there a little more than he used to.
That's facts.
And like, his
For
beats
sure.
are getting a lot better, so I'm happy that his confidence is coming with that.
I'll make fun of Lusachi all day, but like, for real, he's a cool guy. And
Dude.
He means so well, dude.
He shows so much love, and honestly, I want to give you your props. You give love too. You give love too, because nobody be like hitting me up about my shirts or about my shit, talking to me about shirts and all this shit more than you, Jack. Like, that's facts. You show real
That's love.
fucking
Shout out.
Dude,
Shout out Jack Yates.
That's where the podcast came from.
Yeah.
Was me like fucking with you, fucking with Sunshine Spaz.
Jack's my
Keep it
first
a buck.
fucking
I
like.
almost didn't follow back. Then I was like, oh shit, it's Jack.
Yeah.
Do I follow back? Let's look.
Dude, see that's the shit. It's like I was always reposting your guys' stuff and like
Right.
a few other people's shit, like Maddie, a few other people, and it was like I just felt like I wasn't doing nearly enough, and it was like what more could I be doing? And then
that's so
I
cool
had the
'cause you were doing
idea,
more than literally everyone.
literally more than everyone, and I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, facts.
I would just repost stuff as it came out, and then like nothing else until the next thing came out. Really,
I appreciate you so much for that. Like, for real.
Yeah.
Like, that's real love.
Yeah, what's up?
I think that this could be like a legitimate podcast.
No,
oh,
facts.
Thank
dude,
you, man.
They're not asking
Thank you so
dumb
much,
questions.
man.
You guys
not
care.
even like the dumb questions, like just like you two, the way that you guys speak, like you guys could be reputable hosts.
Thank you so
it
much.
Seems like you and him don't have the same music.
No,
No,
not
so
at all. I was about to say
How-
that before. Like, you said that like Jack knows everyone around. I was about to say, like, yo, wait till we get like the emo dudes on and like the indie rock punk dudes on. Now I'll
Yeah.
know like all these dudes.
how long do you think we've known each other?
I know. So you.
Yeah, he know.
Give it a guess.
Go ahead, Con.
Michael, you guys too. How long do you think
He
we've
knows-
known
he
each
knows.
other?
No, Mike
Okay.
knows too. Con, how long do you think Jack
3
and I...
months.
Wow.
Dude, we've literally. How many
30
times
days.
have we been in the same room though?
Oh,
like,
same room, less, but
Probably less than 15.
you and I have
times.
known each other for 30,
So not
30,
3 months.
30
No,
days.
no.
I'll
They
close.
work
At the most, we met and then
So cute.
we recorded the first podcast like a
2
day
days?
or two after we met.
Yeah,
Whoa, that's so
Respect.
cool.
That's
That's so cool.
Dude,
That
it's real,
even
recognize
doubles
real.
what Cubs
Real-
what he's saying is that this is gonna be something because
and that's the thing. I remember.
I'm not saying it's gonna be something. I'm saying it,
It
really
is
It could be.
It
Yeah.
really could.
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
I
It is.
like the way it is.
you see
Thank
that?
you,
It
shit.
man.
already is. I like the way that you guys present yourselves. I like the way that you host it. You know.
Thank you so much.
When
I
Jack hit me
I would
up,
honestly. I would love to help.
when Jack
Thank
hit
you
me
so
up,
much.
I knew, like, I was just down instantly because,
Same.
like, I
He
know
shows
you,
no
bro.
love.
I know
Tell
you,
him
exactly. I know you guys were talking about that while I was in the bathroom, so I was trying to remember, like, what I was gonna say. And like, I met you through my cousin Matt, obviously, and like, out of like all of the kids I met through Matt, you're obviously the coolest. Like, I will say, I'm not even just saying
cooler
that.
than
Like,
Matt.
Shout outs to Zach Morton because you
reason
probably know
that
him too,
we
and I
keep
love
in
him.
touch And I'm here right now is because of that. But Matt always told me, he's like,
Maddie
Jack
Cal's
is
a
such a good
bitch.
dude. He's genuine. He means well. You always got a good friend in Matt, and I always told him, I was like, you got a good friend in Jack as well. Like, and everything he said about you is so true, bro. So like, when you hit me up and told me you're doing this podcast, like you said, from your experience hanging out with all the local musicians and shit, like, for someone to like manifest something like this that quick, like, that's just awesome.
It's
like
insane
that shows
how it
genuine
happened.
you are, because like you've stayed in touch with everyone. You've kept tabs with everyone. You make sure you reach out to people and like appreciate what they're doing. So it's like it's awesome, bro.
Thank you.
That's why
Thank
this
you.
thing, and like from what I've known from you, you do your homework, bro. Like,
Dude,
you're a good dude. I can tell already.
Thank
You're
you.
mad genuine as well. So this is like
I text Joe,
bro.
I text
You
Joe.
followed me today. I was like, who is this? And
I
then
text
when
Joe
I met
names.
you said something, and I followed you right back. I was like, oh,
Oh,
word,
thank
like-
you.
I text Joe some names, and he comes with like the most incredible fucking questions and
That's so
everything.
cool.
It's
Yo, you are
I'm
on
gonna
your
say,
shit, bro.
Thank you.
I was
You're
on his
your
shit, and I just met him today, and
real, recognize real.
exactly.
Facts.
Thank
Real,
you.
recognize real.
Thank you so much.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Also, just speaking of Matt
Like, I
Cal,
feel like I've known you.
speaking
low-key.
thank
speaking
you.
of Matt Cal, this kid legitimately, yeah, he's a bitch. He ate a whole Papa John's pizza and puked it up on
Wait. He replaced the red sauce, the tomato sauce, with fucking buffalo sauce. So it was just buffalo
man.
sauce and cheese on pizza. Dude, he ate every slice except like the one that I ate, and the kid puked the entire pizza back up.
He ate every slice. He gave Stine one. I had a regular pie, and he was so wasted. He said, "Bro, trade me one for a spicy boy." And I said, "Fuck no." And then 25 seconds later, the kid's puking, bro.
He puked, right?
Fucking like Casper the
And
goat.
listen,
Oh,
he
screw it.
puked
Forgot
like
about that.
I have a deck, like my back. I live on the water, so I have like a deck. There's all this wood, and there's one carpet, right? And then there's like mad stones, like about a foot away from this carpet, and this motherfucker puked on my carpet. And I was so mad at Mike. I was so mad.
He was looking so sick. I grabbed him and ran him out of the house, and that's where he puked. If I didn't run him out of the house, he would have puked on the carpet inside.
Inside, no, right.
That would've
I
been
was so
worse.
mad. I wasn't mad at Mike. I was just so salty this kid puked on my carpet that I just decided, Mike, since it's your family member, I'm pissed. I'm pissed at you too. And I'm like, looks at me like, nah, fuck you, Max. Like, you can't be mad. I'd be like, no, that's true. But shout out to Matt. Matt, please stop puking on my shit.
We might not have been here if it
Hang
wasn't
out
for
with me,
him.
Jack.
He might not have been here if it wasn't for Matt.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know any of you. I mean, I feel like eventually, if this happened still, I would have eventually gotten to know who you guys
Yeah.
were. But like the fact that we're right here, right now, is strictly.
Shout out Skinny Dickies
Shout
again.
out
Strictly-
Andrew, shout out Eric, shout out Skinny Dickies, shout out the whole band.
Shout outs
I
to
forgot
fucking
that I
Danny,
knew
too.
Eric, and I do know Andrew. I'm a fucking.
What are you saying,
asshole
Jack?
idiot.
Shout out to Danny too.
Facts.
So,
Shout out to
Can I
Jack.
ask a question?
yeah, sure.
What's your
Please.
most listened to artist this week?
Okay.
This week?
This year.
This
No,
week?
no, this week.
No
this
cap.
week. For me, fuck.
I know
It's probably gonna be like for my whole year. I think it was the Wonder
No
Years.
year.
But for
Wonder
this,
who?
the Wonder Years.
Who you've been listening to this week?
This week, oh fuck.
Sweetie.
Honestly, yeah, no, for real. It was actually this week. It was probably Con Sweetie and Sunshine Spaz.
Oh wow.
For real.
Thank you, bro.
But
That's what's playing right now. Right now is funny
Jack
is
just showed me
playing.
funny.
All right, so let's say month.
other than that, probably.
Max just pulled out a bag of veggie goldfish.
Veggie goldfish.
Nice.
All right,
One
come
for
on,
context.
Sergey.
Sorry.
Hey.
Joe.
Other than that, for the whole month, probably Hot Mulligan. Hot Mulligan.
That's what you're all. He's always talking about them.
Hot
I
Mulligan's
gotta
so
listen to them. I don't
good.
know.
Jack.
Personally,
Yeah, they're banned.
What
So-
have you listened to this week?
Yeah, let me
this
hear what-
week.
You said no cap. so I know the
No
answers.
cap, no bullshit, no blowing smoke up your ass. Con Sweetie is what I've been listening to this week.
Yeah. This week it was Con Sweetie and-
anticipation
and
for the
Sunshine Spaz.
podcast.
But
Also, Sunshine
aside from
Spaz.
that-
Aside from that, a girl I met. I'm gonna tell the story right now because it's fucking
You
hilarious.
have to bleep that out.
So when
Jack, you have to bleep that out.
Oh
Is
shit!
she
So
hot?
Fuck.
when I take shits at work,
Is
I
she
go in the
hot?
girl. No, she's 17, so chill.
I did not.
So I'm
She's
taking
a
a shit
child.
at work.
Bet.
I'm taking a shit at work. When I poop at work, I go in the girls' bathroom because girls don't poop on the toilet. Girls don't pee on the toilet seat.
They hover.
Guys pee on the toilet seat. So when I'm gonna sit down and take a poop, I go into the ladies' room because that's where the clean toilet seats are.
Saul to take a shit in the men's room.
So I walk out of the bathroom and this little innocent girl is standing outside of the bathroom, like with her hands crossed and her phone, like smiling. And I just go, put my head down and go, sorry, and I walk away.
Oh, just single bathroom?
And then, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, and so her and her friend then are standing in front of the speaker, and as they walk closer to the speaker, I lower it because it's on my phone and they didn't see that I was there watching them. Oh, that sounds weird. I wasn't watching them. I just like saw them out of the corner.
Sure
Yeah. And so,
You're making sure they weren't stealing.
making sure they're not stealing. And so, as she walks closer, I lower it, and then as she walks away, I make it louder, and she's like looking around, like, what the fuck is happening?
Right.
And then so eventually her friend notices me, starts cracking up, and then they both notice me, and then so I'm scanning in her like stuff. She's checking out, and I'm like. She's like, oh, that was really funny. And I was like, well, if you think that was funny, you should check out Local Acts Only podcast. And she was like, damn, absolutely shameless plug. I respect it. And so she told me about her music, and I started listening to her music. It's fucking incredible. MADHAVIDEVI.
Say it for me.
Madavi Devi. Fuck you. That was fucked up.
Madavidav.
I probably fucked it up. But
Shut up, Davi.
No, I'm sorry, Jack. Go ahead.
anyway, she released this album when she was fucking 14. It was released in 2017 or whatever.
That's
And
crazy. She was 14 in 2017.
The writing in it is like ridiculous. Like it's very like truthful, like I said,
That's cool.
real recognized real.
That's
like
dope.
that shit's fucking real. You guys should check it out, even if you don't listen to that kind of music.
Make her see this podcast. Or not make her.
Stine.
I told
have her see it.
her to come on. She said, "Oh, you're taking guests." I was like, "Yes, come
Who
on."
you been listening to?
Ooh.
Also, the Kid Leroy.
Yes.
The Kid Leroy I've been listening to.
Kid
Also,
Leroy?
the Kid
Also-
Leroy.
Yeah, King Gizzard, bro.
The Kid Leroy, shout out to Dan again. Dan shot a lot of his publicity shit. My friend Dan, who shot the Dominic Flake shit.
Obviously,
Shout out Dan
can he
Prokopchuk.
get the Kid Leroy
Shout out
on the
Dan
podcast?
Prokopchuk. Dan
I'm
Prokopchuk,
sure
if you
been
hear
listening to
this,
King Gizzard.
wait,
Yeah,
Dan
fuck so.
Prokopchuk, if you hear this, he texted me yesterday. I'm sorry. He texted me yesterday. He said, "You're probably a fan of Mario Judah, aren't you?"
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Fuck off," because no, I'm not. Except fuck
He
Playboy
dropped that
Cardi.
Playboy Cardi shit. That's
Facts.
just funny as hell, honestly.
All right, man. So you've been listening to this.
What?
Wait,
Wait, I was
tell-
listening to King Gizzard.
you got to
and
get
Wizard
the Kid Leroy on the
That's what
podcast.
I'm saying. Kid Leroy, you gotta get on this podcast.
Come on the podcast, defend yourself. That's a little
Yeah,
thing.
No,
I
I
like.
like the Kid Leroy.
I'll fucking
Fuck
fight
Mario
goat.
Judah. Mario Judah can come on here too.
I'll fight.
Honestly,
I'll
I don't
fight
know any
Mario
of Kid
Judah,
Leroy's
too.
songs, but like he sounds like
Again,
he's got
he
his
looks
shit
like
on
Shaq.
lock.
You know,
John
this is-
Sparks, he likes Kid Leroy.
This is something I wanted to talk about earlier that I forgot to segue to, but rappers who can sing also.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
your
I want
vein
to ask
and
Con
yours.
about that too.
Like, if I have so much
Mike
more
can sing.
respect, because I feel like singing is almost more vulnerable because it's more like
definitely is.
you're
Super
kind of
vulnerable.
sitting back and like just expressing like it's a very vulnerable place.
I don't know
right?
about that.
Can
But
you-
so
can you hold
rap-
this-
You have to
Can you
say.
hold this thought for?
Yeah,
I want to hear what
for
he
sure.
has to say.
I want to hear who you've been listening to this week.
Yeah, wait, no,
alright,
Con
wait,
ask
let's-
first. Con ask first. I want to hear.
Yeah.
What I've been listening to this week. To be honest, this is
Young
crazy. Yeah, pretty much. Nah, where's my phone at? I listened like this past like 6 months. I've been dead ass listening to hella podcasts. I know it sounds crazy. Like if I get in the car, I put on a podcast. I haven't been listening to music like that.
What
if I could-
podcast?
Podcast. The Flagrant 2.
2,
But yo,
I haven't
Andrew
heard that.
Schultz.
Who's it by?
Andrew Schultz.
Shout out
He's
to
on,
Andrew Schultz.
Shout out
Come on the
to Andrew
podcast,
Schultz.
defend yourself.
Facts. Come on the podcast and talk shit with me, Andrew Schultz. I would love nothing more.
Yeah, do it, you pussy, you won't.
He's on guy. Yeah, facts. Dude, you pussy, you won't. He's from New York.
Lanky ass pussy.
He's on. He's from Guy Code. That show, Guy Code.
Yeah.
Andrew Schultz.
MTV.
He also
Shout out
has
to
a
MTV. Come on the
with,
podcast, defend yourself.
Charlemagne the God called The Brilliant Idiots. But what I have, okay, this is random. This is why I'm hot. And you guys remember that
I
song?
thought that's what I saw.
I have
right
that on my
there.
phone. Two Step. You remember that song?
All right, relax.
Shout out to Wiki. Shout out to Wiki.
This
No, let me
yo,
finish.
Wiki is
Shout out to
fucking
Wiki.
fire.
Shout out to DJ Scheme. Shout out to ASAP 12e. I've been listening to that album. Shout out to Young Thug.
I thought you were about to say Aesop Rock.
Shout out to A$AP Rocky. Oh,
Yeah,
A$AP.
No, Aesop Rock.
Shout out to A$AP
Yo,
Rocky.
A$AP Rock, I seen you at Bonnaroo when I was like fucking 12 years old.
He's probably weird.
Yeah, he's
That's-
mad weird. Honestly, A$AP Rock is better than you. Sorry, kid.
I don't know about that, dude.
Yeah.
I'm getting a tattoo of Aesop Rock, dude.
shit, I'm sorry.
No.
I will.
No, don't be sorry. That's your opinion. I don't get
Shout out
that.
Young Ma,
he's
and yo,
just
this is for real.
uncultured,
man.
Nah, shout out Young Ma,
Ma.
Young M.A. Young M.A.
What's
Shout out
that?
Young
What's
M.A.
the one song?
Drip Set or Ooh? I don't know. But
she's got better.
better
The
song.
really
Drip
popular
Set.
one.
Ooh is the song you know. Drip Set, Big, those songs are fire. But listen, okay, this is crazy because I be talking mad shit about him or I don't like his type of music. Shout out The Weeknd. He deadass had the best song this year. That song "Blinding Light" is
Not on the
probably-
not the
on the
Grammys. Or,
that song is
get the
beautiful.
fuck
That
you.
song,
The
album,
Grammys.
I mean the album, the video. It's beautiful. Like the facts.
Dun, 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 dun,
Uh-huh.
dun. Yeah, that shit got me feeling like Rocky at the top of the
That's what I'm
steps.
saying.
Fuck yeah. So
Alright, so this last week I've been listening to
Nothing.
2 specific albums.
What?
Dominic Fike's album and
fuck yeah.
Murder by the What by King Gizzard.
Murderer of the Universe.
Murder of the Universe by King Gizzard.
Murder of the
Those are the 2 albums I've been listening to consistently this week.
that shit today.
Okay, great album.
I showed
All right.
both of them.
I have another shout out for what I've been listening to recently.
Let's Jack talk.
Shout outs to
You have a question.
Via Ripa. I've been listening to Via Ripa. I'm always listening
I
to
don't
Via
know who that
Ripa.
is.
Good
Who
friend
is
of
it?
mine who he's their band. I work with this kid. He's
Oh, it's a band.
amazing, genuine people. The kid who runs the account, he's awesome. Shout out to Sean.
What account?
Sean,
The
what a
Via
guy.
Ripa account. They just dropped merch. I bought one. They're completely sold out. And I think they might be running some more in a couple of weeks. Keep your eyes open for that. But also, in the vein of what I've been listening to recently, shout outs to the Apple Music and Spotify playlists of local acts only.
Yep.
Okay.
All
You're
of our
on it.
favorite musicians are on.
You're on it. All of our favorite musicians, all of our favorite music is on it.
By the way, all
Shout out
3 of your
Sunshine
guys'
Spaz.
music will be on Spotify playlist tonight.
Bet.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
I'll
Oh,
make
it's
music.
not on there already because I'm just
No, I make music.
Jack just be more on top of his.
fuck you, Joe.
Jack's just more on top of his playlist than I am.
I want
Yeah.
to say
Every
right
day
now,
it gets updated.
I apologize to Con Sweetie because Stine WorldWide only has one song out on Apple Music and
There
Spotify
is?
called FML.
I didn't think that. Oh yeah.
it's on
You know
Yo,
what?
you're
I forgot.
I forgot about- I'm a
featuring
piece of
Con
shit.
Sweetie
I kind of
on it.
wanted to go
I
uncredited.
forgot to put featuring Con Sweetie.
Honestly,
yeah.
I kind of wanted
Yo.
to go uncredited.
Speaking of shit that's wrong on Apple Music,
Whoops.
blowing up my phone. What's the reason behind that being just the instrumental? was that just you being
So
like,
that
oops?
was me being drunk. I put out like a playlist of all my SoundCloud songs.
Yeah.
Floating on my phone was the first one. It was an instrumental. The song is also on there as
Dude,
a
every
single.
time I'm like,
no,
God
stupid,
damn it.
bro, and I can't change it.
I know. I go and I like literally like put in the queue like the other one and then the other songs and then the
Yeah.
other one and then the
Because,
other
like,
songs.
It goes blowing on my phone. Live Fast, Die Pretty, and those go like
And then,
hand in hand, like perfectly together. I feel like so like
Let Me Chill's after that, right? I think so.
you know better. Than
Yeah,
I would,
that's the
dude.
third one. That's the third one. I listened to those like crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You were saying
Oh.
something before.
Yeah.
So you want to
What was-
go? Or
Oh,
I have a quick segue too.
I wanted to ask Con about it too. You brought it up, the prospect of, or the concept, I should say, of rappers singing, or the difference between rapping and singing.
Dude,
and you expressed that you feel that singing is a bit more vulnerable than rapping.
yeah.
And I gotta disagree with you
Really?
on that. Yeah, because with singing, at least to me personally, of what I experienced and what I've observed, I feel like there's just more veil or more of a cloth to hide behind with singing. There's more of a compositional, that's not even a word, I feel like, but a compositional material to hide behind, whether it becomes with melodies and rhythms and whatnot. But rap is so much more fucking raw, and the rap was invented back in the 60s and 70s. But it's exactly with Con and Mike were talking about, how like they'll both look at each other and just be like, yo, you said this, you expressed, or you said these words that I wish I had found. Like, you found these lyrics that I wish I had found to express what I was feeling. And back in like the 60s and 70s, they would just take records and put them on a deck and like scratch them up and you know, like mix them up to reinterpret.
Yep.
Reinterpret.
Shout out to the Bronx.
Yeah, shout out to the Bronx, exactly. And they would just reinterpret what other musicians have said that they wish they have said to express the exact feeling that they wanted to express. And then that evolved not only across multiple different parts of the US, but all over the world. But that eventually evolved to these amazing, beautiful underground, like in New York City, like the CBGB,
Yeah.
and like these underground cypher dudes. That's where A$AP Rock got to start, and all these guys who just like spit it in the fucking park. And like that shit is all about that lyrical content. That rawness is what makes rap alive. That
That's
vulnerability.
And how you were just saying that is like to agree with you about the vulnerability is like, in a sense, like hip hop also started in like call and response, like when like they were legit slaves, like
Yeah,
and, like,
exactly.
that's call and response of like, that's some real vulnerable shit,
Right, like the old,
some real ass shit,
like the old song, "Wade in the Water."
yeah.
"Wade in the Water" was an old slavery song, and
Yeah.
it was
Joe knows what he's talking about.
it was written.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was written as code for slaves to achieve freedom. Like, wait in the water, wait by the river, and your escort will be there. That was code, and that is kind of how.
Are you kidding me?
And
Happened again.
it's I don't know. Yeah, that's just
fucked,
generally
pussy.
remarkable. I feel like rap is more vulnerable, more raw, and more close to the heart.
I agree with you because of my personal experience. I started off kind of with this, like, I started off writing like some bars and shit, and I was like the most vulnerable because I just started writing lyrics, really. But I developed the singing style fast, and like, even though I wasn't that good at singing at first, like I've become a way better singer than I was when I started. I feel super vulnerable when I'm singing, but I feel most vulnerable when I'm trying to lay down like a hard rap verse, because
Exactly.
that's feels less natural to me than singing.
Right.
Let
Even
him talk.
Jackson's fidgeting right now.
I know, I'm freaking out. So I fucking love Joe. I just shout out to Joe. I love you so much.
Oh, thank you.
I
man.
love
Shout out
you.
to Joe.
Joe.
I just want to say that,
Not
like, one of the things with the podcast that I want people to really pay attention to is like us growing as people, and everyone too, because like I want you to come back, right? Like, I want you to come back for sure, whether it's by yourself, whether it's like a trap bang kind of episode.
I want everyone to come back.
you to come back. I want whether it's with you guys, whether it's I want Joe to come on, whether you're, because I know you've been close with Joe for a while, and I want to hit festivals real quick later before we end. I want to hit festivals, and I know Joe, you and
he does incredible shit.
Dude,
I
let's
want him to
Arcade,
come on.
right?
And,
Arcade. Let's get Arcade on right now.
and I want Sunshine Spaz. So I want all of you guys to come back, and I want
Hell yeah.
my main, like, one of the subplots almost for the podcast is going to be like our growth throughout it. And as much as it's about all the artists, it's kind of us. It's almost also about us growing as people from the conversations that we have.
Yeah.
And so right now, this is one of those things where me and Joe
Arcade, bro, come on the podcast right now.
come
I would
on the
love to have
podcast,
you.
defend yourself.
Defend yourself is a great thing to say.
That's one of the. If you listen to the first and second, we say it a lot. Yeah,
Jack made that up.
I love it.
Saying about festivals.
But so
Yeah.
we'll get there.
Okay, back. Sorry.
So it's about us growing as people too. Like, as much as it's about all these local acts and local people who you should be paying attention to. Yeah, this itself is a local act, right? So like we want you to see us grow, and so one of these things as growing is seeing different people's perspectives and very different perspectives. And so Joe's perspective with rap is very different from my perspective.
What's up?
So
You don't listen to rap like that.
I listen to rap all the time.
Oh, bet.
So my perspective when it comes to singing and rap is personally with me. Like, I can sit and like rap along with songs in the shower.
Yeah.
But like singing for me is such a vulnerable such a vulnerable place because
you're not
like
wrong,
even
for sure.
even hearing your own voice is a big thing, right? With
is.
everyone. So
Terrifying.
hearing my own voice when I listen back to the podcast and like edit it and stuff, it's really hard for me to not just hate my own to not hate my own voice and want to just like cut out things that I say because I'm like go fucking
And you show it to someone,
And so-
they're like,
one way
yeah,
that,
exactly.
like,
People are like, I love it, and I'm like, oh wow, like
one
like,
way
people,
that I know that I'm meant to do it is because I love to hear my voice back.
yeah. See, that's rare. That's beautiful, and that's rare.
On
do
anything,
now.
I love hearing my voice back.
That's
See,
mad confidence. More
I've-
people should have
yeah,
that.
exactly.
I
I've
used to hate
started.
it. I like it
I
now.
fucking love
Mine is used to his own
exactly.
voice.
Because,
I'm-
like, bro,
I'm starting-
no one else's voice.
No one else sounds
just
like you.
mine.
Exactly.
I love hearing.
You
my
are
voice
you
back.
are your own self.
And like,
so
and back like we used to make skate videos and shit like a while ago. I hated it.
yeah.
I love hearing my voice back.
Yeah, me and my friends used to fuck
Can't
around
get
and like
enough of it.
take videos on my little like flip thing, whatever the fuck that was. And I used to hear myself back. I used to hear myself back and be like, oh, that's fucking disgusting. Like, delete that right now. But now, like, a few people reached out to me and said to me, like, oh, you have such a good voice for this. Like, like you have a good voice for hosting. Like, it sounds so good. And I'm like, what? Like, I've never had this perspective before. Like, people like me talking? Like, that's fucking weird. And so, like, I listening to myself with the headphones on even, like, right now, it's, like, weird.
I learned that like through my early songs. I just started, so I was so like unsure what I was doing, and I hated them.
Yeah.
But it was also like some of the like most meaningful shit I wrote at the time, and people would give me positive feedback on it, and I would hear people say like your voice in auto-tune is super unique and stuff like that. So stuff like that is what kept me going at that point, you know? So like you gotta let go of that at some point.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Just
I mean, I
trust
feel like
yourself.
that's a big thing is like with artists, and then I'm gonna try to get back to where I'm going with artists is like self-doubt. Like I feel like we
Right.
I mean, I can't speak for you guys, but we doubt ourselves a lot. Like me as like someone
Every
who produces, I feel like I've had this conversation with you and you've said like, no, it's all shit. Like it's all garbage, whatever. Like talking about your music, and like I would make a beat, and like in the moment when it was happening, and like the day and the next day when I'm working on it and listening to it on repeat, I'm like, I love it so much. Like this is the next big thing. And then you listen to it a week later and you're like, I never want to fucking hear it again. Like, fuck, I'm a fucking idiot. Everything I do sucks.
You go
like
back and forth between
exactly with self-doubt. And so anyway, like talking about like singing and like vulnerability. So Joe, to you, rapping is more vulnerable, but to me, I feel like as an individual, as a person, like singing is so vulnerable for me because that thing with my voice is like, I feel like if I was to rap and like rap a lot and like really do it a lot, it would be more like, I would be like, oh, okay, I could put a little like auto tune and pitch correction and it'll sound fine, because the things that I say and the things that I think, like I write a lot of poetry. So the things that I say and think, like I'm okay with being open with those. So it's less open for me personally, because like I'm just being open with the things that I think, and like I say what I think a lot. And so when I write poetry, it's like not that open. Like it's really open, but it's not that extreme. And if I was to sing and let people hear me sing, it would be so like opening, because I don't open that up to anyone at all. Like never.
That's funny because you just made me feel him more. Like, are you saying that? Because
Right.
I feel like if I write poetry, because I do, like, I'll write a little poetry here and there, and, like, I feel like that's mad vulnerable. Like, now that you say that, like, I
Yeah.
feel like that's mad vulnerable, and like I'd rather sing in front of someone, even though I can't sing. But whatever it is, I'd rather sing in front of someone than tell them my poetry.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And
That's weird.
that's how it goes
can
from
feel both
person to
sides.
person. Like everyone's
facts.
everyone's different, and that's why
real.
like that's one of the things I love about this podcast the most. It's like you get to see how people are different, like how me and Joe are different, and how we can then learn from each other to see that like rap can be a very vulnerable place for some people, and then singing can be like an even like not even more but like as equally as vulnerable for someone else, whereas rapping is less vulnerable for that same person. And that's like what I love about this so much, is that you get to see those different perspectives and you get to grow along with
Right.
how we get to see those perspectives and learn from them.
And it's crazy because I've recorded like backup vocals and like stuff for certain projects and whatnot, but I've always wanted to rap because I've always had a deep appreciation and respect for rap and hip hop as a genre, and I've always had this concept album of of rap that would have a homage or like humorous take on old Grimm's tales and folklore. But I've wrote like vocal melodies and came up with the ideas of vocal melodies for things. But when it comes to rap, I've written like lyrics and like I like ideas for like rhythmic flows and whatnot, and I can't seem to bring myself up to do it because there's such
It's in your head, motherfucker.
dude, there's such an emphasis on like catharsis and like just straight up like real,
sure.
like just straight up
Bro,
realness.
it's all
It's
in
incredible.
Your fucking head, bro.
It's so-
And I'll tell you what, like I saw a meme the other day, and it was like it was like a boxer, and it was like, yo, fighting my demons, and then it was like a knocked out boxer, and it was like, damn, brain got hands, bro. Your brain got hands, bro.
Yeah, dude,
your
for
brain-
real.
So
Your
insane.
brain will-
It's so insane
your brain
how
will
far in your
fucking
head you could
beat
get.
the shit out of you,
For
bro.
real, dude. That's
You gotta learn
truth.
to beat the shit out of your brain, not literally, but like you need to learn how to control it
Not
enough.
with drugs.
Not with drugs.
Well,
Weed is good. But you need to learn how to just like get past that mental block, because all of the negative mentality, it's just all in your head, and it's all holding you back from something that even if it's not good, you know, at least you tried to do it.
Yeah, man, it's ferocious because like
Mentality is
even with stuff
terrible.
that's even with stuff that's not rap, like
Me too.
I've never gotten a chance to write a song like solo or anything like that.
A rap song?
Because like not even rap, just anything.
Says the
It's-
bass player.
What's up? See it?
Says the bass player.
Exactly, bro. Exactly,
You
dude.
play bass guitar, just bass.
From a
No,
bassist
I'm
to
a-
another, you can do it. You can do
Drummer
it. Cut
too.
his
I'm
fucking head
a
off.
bassist primarily. I've been playing drums for about a year. Other than that, like that's the thing. I have no harmonic, cordial, or melodic experience whatsoever. But anyway,
So no guitar.
no.
I was just
Plays a
wondering.
bass guitar, kid.
But you know.
it's a guitar with two less
It's
strings.
a guitar
Yeah.
with
It's the same thing.
7 strings, I think.
But yeah, man.
More balls.
Like rap.
Yo, shut the fuck up.
I feel like rap music is so much more grounded and has such
That.
a deep, almost brutal kind of
I like you,
realism too. Like it's
Don't you
I
just
don't know,
love him?
it's
I'm back.
crazy.
We're all gonna give Joe a big kiss after.
Oh, thank you, man.
Subscribe to our OnlyFans and
fantastic.
then see it happen.
Thank you.
Can I
I-
just be like,
Joe is the OnlyFans. I'll subscribe.
can I just be like,
At Local Acts only
Like I
OnlyFans.
was gonna say the one album that changed my life, or like not like the way that it made me perceive music as a whole, any genre, was "To Pimp a Butterfly" by Kendrick
Facts.
Lamar. That shit
I was in Costa
fucked
Rica
me
when it
up.
came out. Me and my dad listened to it.
To Pimp a Butterfly, that song.
Fuck Kendrick Lamar.
Sorry, that album is like, isn't it? It's like 2 hours and 15
Yeah.
minutes
Yeah.
or something like that. I listened to the whole thing, and I swear I thought it was only 45 minutes.
Facts.
Yeah,
I
it's a
listened to
great
it.
album.
Fuck Kendrick Lamar.
I remember listening to that album fucking 4 times in a row, and just like everything changed musically for me.
That's wild.
It's remarkable.
Con Sweetie will go bar for bar with Kendrick Lamar.
facts.
Give
I
a
bet he will.
Dude,
I will.
Do you know-
Con Sweetie
I'll
has
go bar for bar.
bars.
I'll go bar
I'm sorry,
for
say
bar
again?
with Kendrick Lamar. Low key, I hate to be this guy, but I kind of have to go home.
I was gonna say that. Hold on. I was gonna say that. I was
You're
gonna say,
good.
I wanna
You
be
guys
a
can
manager person.
continue like with.
I kind of want to continue a little bit.
Okay, Con
Just
Sweetie
for a
has to
little
go.
brief
That's
moment.
fine. So like,
Can I dap you up?
We're deep at this point.
yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of.
We could.
I have more
fine.
shit for you,
Jackie-
definitely, and a little bit more for
I
you.
want to hear your questions. 'Cause
Yeah.
I like to
Yeah.
ask questions.
Jack, do you
I
want to
can
wrap?
just
Do you
dip
want
out.
to wrap it up, or do you want to continue?
Well, do you mind if we continue?
I mean,
No,
no.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I
so
gotta go to my
time
car.
out real quick. Time out to dap out the
Okay,
one
check
and
this
only.
out. I
Shout out
crashed
to
my
Con Sweetie.
car. I'm driving my mom's car. She wants it back at a certain time because she does not trust me.
I feel that. Listen.
But-
his mom is right.
Yeah.
She has a right. My mom's a saint. Love that bitch.
I feel that.
Yo, quick plugs. Quick plugs for you.
Quick plugs at Con Sweetie. A lot of new music coming soon. I'll be back on the podcast ASAP.
At
You
Bayway
know,
Boyz.
I'm sure these.
I
I'm
want
sure-
Con
I'm-
Sweetie on
I'm
as
sure,
soon as
I'm sure the
possible.
Bayway Boys will be talking about me more as I leave, but I'm out of here. Thank you guys so
I love
much,
you, Con
Jack,
Sweetie.
Joe.
Con Sweetie.
Thank you
Shout
so much
outs.
for having me on, and I'll be
Maybe,
back. I promise
maybe,
you.
hopefully, back
Hopefully.
with Trap Bang. Maybe
Dap me.
back with the
We
Trap
can
Bang.
make Trap Bang
maybe.
happen.
Let's make it
Trap
happen.
Bang and Bayway.
We're gonna be in
At
contact.
Trap
and
Bang.
we're gonna make it
What's your
happen.
brother's?
Hold on.
Why that K?
I'm gonna text you.
Why that?
Text
I'm
me.
gonna text you all the info.
I'll
We're gonna get it
throw
all
up all
done.
the-
Love the Con Sweetie shirt.
Dap.
Why
Love
that
all
K?
y'all. Goodbye.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Why that K?
Shout out to you.
Why that K? Con Sweetie, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the one and only
Absolute-
Con Sweetie.
Absolutely nothing but love and respect for fucking Con Sweetie. What a guy.
Oh, he gave you guys a kiss. Kiss your phone. Kiss Con Sweetie back.
I'm gonna say.
You know.
I get a mic now. Con Sweetie left. I get a mic now.
Me and Max share COVID. We share mics.
Yeah.
We want to collab, do whatever.
Oh, dude.
Sweetie sucks.
Real quick,
I'm gonna send you
Say
my
straight,
album
boy.
too.
for all the fans,
I sent you a text. Text me an email.
for all the fans, anyone who fucks with that universe fucking with your energy bullshit, Con Sweetie hadn't answered me for a little bit, and I went over to shout out Sunshine Spaz, Jamie Lawler's house, him and his girlfriend's house, and she was wearing a Con Sweetie shirt, the same one that I'm wearing. And the next day, this motherfucker called me in the morning, and it was the weirdest fucking thing that's ever happened in my
That was
life.
a great conversation.
It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Love you, Jack.
I love you more.
I wish I could smoke that joint.
So
I rolled a big joint.
We'll smoke it in your memory.
I have
So
one
now
question
that-
for Joe.
Peace out.
Okay.
I will be back on the podcast.
He'll be back.
Get home safe.
ASAP, ASAP
Con Sweetie.
Rocky, or ASAP Rock, or
A$AP
ASAP
Rocky.
First,
A$AP Rock.
or ASAP
I want
anyone in
ASAP
the
Rock
mob.
on this podcast so
Rocky.
bad.
ASAP Rocky, come defend
No,
yourself.
I want ASAP
Max,
Rock.
make it happen. Your
I want
dad's gotta know
A$AP Rock.
someone, right?
I'll be
safe.
back. ASAP Rocky.
Get him safe.
ASAP Rocky.
Yo, oh wait, whoa! Shout outs, get home safe.
Get him.
Shout outs to that song. That's one of the most
Number
incredible
love, bro.
songs ever.
I want
Matty
ASAP
Pass.
Rock
Okay.
at Rhyme Sayers Entertainment. ASAP Rock on this podcast, dude. Totally.
What the fuck? Now I'm leaving.
Oh no.
Okay,
So, where I was going before, your father, the incredible.
I have one question. I'm sorry.
You go, you go.
I just asked him this before.
Here, I'm gonna pee real quick.
Have you listened to the Flatbush Zombies? I forget what the fuck we were just talking about that made me ask that.
Their tiny
No,
desk.
not
Check
their-
it out.
Yeah, facts.
I unfortunately have to say no. I have not.
I forget what you. Oh, you were talking about A$AP Rock. You like him more? I don't know. You just really need to peep them. Oh no, you said Pimp a Butterfly. You need to peep. Better Off Dead. Better Off Dead
Best
is
mixtape,
best.
maybe of all time.
I honestly believe that other than like no ceilings, no ceilings 1 is really great as well. But Better Off Dead is probably one of the best mixtapes ever. It's by Flatbush Zombies. A lot produced
Flat Boys on.
by Flatbush.
Flatbush.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Flatbush Zombies.
Oh,
A
okay.
lot
Word.
of it is produced by Eric the Architect, but then you also need to listen to 3001: A Laced Odyssey, which is like it's
And-
based
and-
off the
Right.
it's based off 2001 A Space Odyssey, like
Ooh,
fucking
word.
Kubrick.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not texting. I'm writing down
No, no.
Flatboy
Yeah.
Zombies.
Yo,
Flatbush
listen to
Zombies.
3001: A Laced Odyssey and sync it with the movie
It synced with the movie.
2001: A
No
Space
facts.
Odyssey.
Yeah,
It's-
really?
No, they really made it. And listen, so Better Off Dead is an amazing mixtape, but it's a lot of samples, which is so dope. I love
Yo,
sampling.
that's so dope.
I love sampling.
Sampling's
But-
amazing.
So,
Like from movies
but
and
so
shit, like-
they're independent.
It's crazy.
Flatbush Zombies are independent artists. They're not signed to a major label. So 3001, their first album, which is on like streaming services, they had no money to sample anything because they're independent. Every single beat is made by Eric the Architect and his friend. I forget what his friend's name is, but his friend played all the instruments. And Eric played all the instruments, and they sampled their own sounds to make this
Dude.
album. 3001
amazing.
Waste Odyssey, one of the best albums ever made.
Oh, dude. Shout outs to the Flatbush Zombies.
Exactly.
Fucking
That's incredible.
facts.
And you know,
One of my
like
favorite rap groups.
Same.
the idea of sampling.
Maddie's story of meeting Zombie. I think he met Juice, right?
Maddie met Juice?
He has a picture with Juice on his Instagram. I think. Yeah, he sent it to me
We got a
here.
picture with all of them. Speaking
Yeah, I
of
met
festivals,
Juice. I met Meech. Shout out to Eric. He
Speaking
really-
of festivals,
really
we met them at Bonnaroo.
So-
They showed mad
okay.
love.
jumped off the stage. And
so
I wanted to, segue. Unless you had a good segue.
yeah,
I know you've
on,
had a question
on the topic of festivals.
shout.
You have been
Music
blessed,
festivals are great.
right? Like you
Me
are
too.
one of the luckiest people that I know.
Shout out to Max.
Because
and Dane
I
Clinch.
discovered festivals through like just sheer luck.
Yeah.
You did through your father.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. Please.
I was graduating 8th grade.
Wow.
I graduating 8th grade, and my dad said, "Do you want to go to a festival that I've been going to since it started called Bonnaroo?" You can bring
No.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
No, I don't want to go. Fuck you, Dad.
You can bring a friend. And my friend. Whoa.
That's a good.
This is the picture of the Maddie Pask
this
and
Matt. Duh.
Juice,
I thought you
right?
no, I thought you meant fucking your cousin,
yeah,
Matt.
Cow.
oh
I was like,
yeah,
who
yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck is
No,
this
Maddie,
guy?
Maddie.
Pass, sound kind of sweetie. So, what was I saying? Oh,
Festivals. How'd you get started?
festivals.
That
I've
one
been to
called
mad
Bonnaroo or
festivals.
something.
Yeah, I've been to mad festivals. I went swimming. If you like fish, let me just say, I don't know one fish song, but
With a PH.
If you like fish,
Dude, fish is sick.
Yeah.
Something
Fuck
like that.
Joe Antini. If you like fish,
Shout
I
outs.
went swimming with Trey at Big Cypress.
Yo. dude.
Shout outs
Yeah,
to
so, if you like
Chris
fish,
Stryker.
Yeah,
Shout
facts.
outs Chris Stryker,
I
the
don't know who
biggest
that
fish
is.
fan I know.
No,
Yo,
Joe's a bigger fish fan for no reason.
Trey-
Joe probably is.
Yeah.
Yo,
Nah,
Trey
fuck Joe.
Trey Anastasio, come on the podcast, please.
Trey Anastasio, come on the podcast. Con Sweetie needs to go to that thing that you just started. But nah, yeah, I went swimming with Trey at Big Cypress. That was in 2000.
Yo, for real?
I was 4. Yeah,
Dude.
Jesus.
yeah.
That's incredible.
I was 3. No, I was 4. But the first festival I remember going to, I probably been to a couple more when I was a little younger.
Bamboozle and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like local.
Yeah,
more
local shit,
stuff.
or going with my dad, when my family has a family vacation and going to a festival. I went to London to see Pearl Jam when I was mad young, and it was at London Calling Festival. So I've been to festivals, but Bonnaroo, my dad was like, "You want to go?" Yeah, and I was like, "You want to bring a friend?" Yeah, I'm gonna bring my friend Joe. Joe is
Shout out Trippy.
shout out Trippy Toe. He likes all music that I don't like. Literally all the music I don't like, he loves. And he also likes music I like.
Yeah.
And shout out to him because he always tries to figure out the music I like.
Big jam band guy.
Yeah.
Big jam band guy. But also he loves he showed me Streetlight Manifesto.
Yeah, wait, what's his full name?
Joe Lentini.
Joe Lentini. Oh, I thought you said
a
Joe
master-
Tribbiani.
No.
I was like, I know that dude.
His name's Trippy Toe. I call him a toe because he looks like one.
Oh.
But so we went to Bonnaroo and we were legit 12, 13 years old. We were such at this festival that me and him ran to my 8th grade graduation. We were there
So-
when we got back.
With that, I also any family members or square people stop listening right now. The topic of psychedelics.
Yeah, facts. Stop listening, Mom.
When did those click in with the festivals? Because I know
Okay,
those go
so
hand in hand.
psychedelics, The first time
That's that kid Joe's business card.
Yeah, so-
Looks like a sheet ass.
You got them?
yeah.
I got, yeah.
Oh, Joe, listen to me finally. Hold up.
All right, so psychedelics, right? You guys heard of research chemicals?
Which ones?
25I, right? I was probably a sophomore in high school.
Definitely.
Me and Mike took business cards. So a sophomore in high school, me and Mike got introduced to 25I. It's a research chemical. It's like
What
it's
what does it resemble the most?
That's
LSD.
crazy. I would say LSD,
It's like
but
LSD
it's
on
mad
steroids.
visual.
How old were you?
I was a sophomore in high school, so I couldn't drive.
16.
Do you think you were ready for that at the time?
Yes, it was perfect time.
Okay,
Really?
that's a great question. That's a great question.
'Cause-
Yes, it was a perfect time.
Shit opened
but
my mind
It
like
shit
crazy.
opened my mind, but it's funny because it wasn't like acid. Acid is more in your mind. Where like 25I, like it wasn't my mind, but you saw hella visuals. But we used to go to this place
Crazy
called
visuals.
Browns Woods. Yo, shout out to Browns Woods. I literally I found myself at this place.
It's in between my house and Max's
Yeah,
house.
like our neighborhoods are divided by Browns Woods. And we would go there and smoke weed. That's where you went in high school and smoke weed. And you also went there to take psychedelics and other shit. And we took psychedelics. We bought it from, shout out to Quinn. He sold me my first.
Tamagothic.
Tamagothic. He
Oh,
sold,
Tamagothic.
Yeah, he sold me- he
I
sold
know
me my
that
fir-
name.
Yeah.
That's the homie.
Dude, I know that name. Shout outs to oh fuck, I'm a piece of shit. I'll insert it, honestly. I'm gonna insert it. Shout outs to Tamagothic. Shout outs to I Am the Real JCast. Shout outs to Sebastian.
I don't know any of those people. other than
I know Tamagotchi through two people I went to high school with. Tamagothic.
Oh, where'd you go to high school?
Brick Memorial.
Oh, that's random.
I Am JCast and
Yeah, I know that name. Kind of.
Kill Artie. Kill Artie.
I don't know who he is. But
Yeah,
besides the point.
they're homies or
Right,
whatever.
right.
So I
Besides
followed
the point.
him through them. Sorry.
So, no worries.
As I divulge.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can-
no, exactly. No, I feel that. Oh shit, I got my joint. So Tamagothic sold me 25i. This is so I'm
Tobacco
incriminating
joint.
Him. Tobacco joint. I'm incriminating him. Shout out to Quinn. He's retarded, but
Thanks
much
for
love to
opening
Quinn.
my mind, man.
No, but it's so funny because like he couldn't smoke weed then. He was like, yeah, you could take this, but I can take this, but I can't smoke weed. Besides the point. So psychedelics, like they really did open my mind. It's funny how you say, do you think I need them? Do I think I needed them? No.
Or
do I think I needed them? Yes.
Not do you think you needed them? Do you think you were ready for them?
Okay, do I think I was ready for the? Yeah. I
Yeah?
was ready for it.
It was
Yes
like
and
a
no.
good trip.
Like,
Yes,
we
no.
didn't know what
Oh,
we were
it was a
getting
great
into.
trip.
What
Like,
was
we
the
didn't know
like?
what we
So
were
set
getting
and setting
into,
is a
but
big thing.
setting
What was
is
the
a
set
big-
and
took a lot
setting?
from it.
It was nice out. It was we were all. I have pictures of I have pictures of us like tripping for the first time. Shout out to Quentin.
We got to get some of those pictures for the
Facts, I'll
Instagram
send it
post
to you.
before send me
Shout
that
out
shit.
to Quentin DeCarlo and Tyler Forup, two very
The homies.
yeah, the homies. I was gonna say random, but I don't want to disrespect them because they're not random. But two homies, and they like trip set us almost. We would smoking weed with them, but like we took back the 25i, and we like walked around like it was beautiful out. We smoked weed. We walked around this Browns Woods all day. We laughed and we giggled, and then we walked to Taco Bell. And funny enough, I'm in Taco Bell like tripping balls, like whoa. And then somebody walks in, and like it's me and Mike sitting with our backs against the wall, and then Tyler and Quentin, the two people not tripping, like facing us. And I'm like, some guy walks in, and I'm like, yo, like Quentin, tell me that guy just has a fucking rainbow mohawk right now. Like, tell me this guy has a rainbow mohawk. He turns around, he's like, yeah, nah, he really does. So I'm like, okay. I'm feeling like I'm tripping balls, and like this guy has a rainbow mohawk because I'm on psychedelics.
I
But
remember-
he really did.
I literally tripped and fell into like a thorn bush.
Yeah.
And like my face was in dirt and shit. And like when I got up, like I started like getting what was going on.
Right.
I started seeing visuals and like feeling the effects. Like I literally tripped and started tripping.
Right. And I don't know, the psychedelics were definitely a big part, like, in what we were on at that point in our lives.
Yeah.
Like, I was listening to mad... It's funny because I don't know Joey Badass took psychedelics when he was youngin', but I was listening to mad Joey Badass. I was listening to mad
Flatbush
Zombies. No, Flatbush Zombies.
Flatbush with the
it's so funny
psychedelics,
'cause
their
here's a
lyrics,
here's
too.
a great story. So I know I met all of them. I really became friendly, like out of all of them, with Eric.
I was about to say,
And
tell
Eric
us
doesn't take
about
psychedelics.
them individually
Right.
too.
Oh, Meech is exactly who you think he is.
Yeah.
Juice.
Michi
is
Darko.
Michi
Shout out Michi Darko.
Juice is like,
Zombie Juice.
yo, he's like mad, like he's actually like First of all, he's the most gangster out of all of them. Everyone thinks that he's not. He's the real gangster.
Yeah.
But he's also like, I remember like I saw them in Atlanta. Oops. I fucked the mic up. I remember I saw them in Atlanta, and like Meech talked to me. Like Eric, I knew Eric. Like I had his number, and like Eric really showed me love. Like Eric was like my coolest to me. Juice, like I remember like he had his earphones in, and he like was not listening to anybody. Like he had his earphones in, he was on a phone call, and then like he was like rapping music in his ears the whole time. Like we got onto like a golf cart to go to the show with them, and like he never took his earphones out. And then like I remember he started talking to me because I knew sports. We were talking about sports, but he like
What sports?
I don't know anything about basketball, but he was talking about basketball, and I tried to talk about it, and then football. 'Cause
I know you love football. I remember you tagged like fucking Jeremy Shockey in an Instagram post.
Jeremy Shockey.
You were wearing a jersey.
Jeremy Shockey, you're a fucking idiot because you like Trump. But other than that, like I fuck with Jeremy Shockey 100%.
I remember I used to look up to Jeremy Shockey because when I played fucking I played two-hand touch football when I was like very young, and I was a tight end. So like, yeah.
Yo, I love Jeremy Shockey. Like he's a fucking crackhead. He posted some fake edibles one time. Jeremy Shockey, if you need some edibles, hit me up.
Dude, I didn't even know any of this. I haven't kept up with.
He'd be posting some crazy shit. I do like you, Jeremy Shockey. Don't get mad at me. I love you.
Giants legend.
Giants legend. Jack, what was the original question?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to derail the conversation.
Flatbush.
I apologize.
Right. So not the original question, but the question right now is the Flatbush Zombie guys. How did you get to know them, and like what are they like individually? Very like they appear on their music.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. So that's
Eric
that real recognized real.
Yeah, Eric is way sweeter. Eric is a sweet human being. Like when I say sweet,
The architect.
Like, the architect. Like I mean like. You know, like, honestly, he met me and tried to show me mad love, and, like, I was just going through shit in my life, and, like, I couldn't keep in touch with him as much as I should have, because I felt like, though, it was because I'm like, wow, this is, like, my favorite rapper ever, or one of my favorite rappers ever. This guy's just texting me and showing me love. He showed me, like, genuine-ass love, bro.
That's...
Like, at Bonnaroo, like, Meech said to me, like, I said, I want to jump in the crowd. And he was like, oh, really? Like, you want to? I'm like, no, I really do. And he's like, oh, word, come find me during the show, during the show, and you can jump in the crowd. And I did.
That's one of the really cool things I feel about artists and people you look up to is you don't realize that they're just people just like you. You know?
But
and
that's the thing.
So,
they are people, but the Flatbush guys are real people. Like, other rappers
they're real as fuck. So,
like, yo, Future, fuck you.
Shout outs to Trippy Toe. He got me into Twiddle.
Facts.
Yo, Twiddle's so good.
What's that guy's name? Twiddle's from Twiddle? Malachi,
yeah.
You owe Joe an apology.
So
he was a dickhead in person.
Nah,
really?
he's cool.
Yeah.
That's why I say he owes Joe an apology. I don't want to say he's a dickhead because
he was a dickhead.
He's a dickhead to Joe, and he owes Joe an apology. Other than that, shout out to you.
Yo, I didn't know that. Because I love Twiddle.
I do too.
They're fucking tight, dude.
No, they're tight.
Damn.
anyway,
You owe Joe an apology though.
the keyboardist, not Malachi, the pianist, the guy who plays keyboard. He came into the place that I work.
Yeah.
Shout outs to me for not saying that, so I don't have to bleep it out.
Wait, he came in?
Yeah, he came into the place that I work, and we were talking.
He's trying to trick you.
Give me a bleep that I can use. All right, so I'll use that. There. Okay. And
Fuck.
so he comes into there.
This is going to be an episode that I have to edit.
No, it's one that I will.
No,
probably.
not by this point.
All right, well then fuck you, Joe, you fucking pussy. So he comes in anyway. I have to do it a bunch, so now you do.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, he comes in and we were talking for probably like 30 minutes. Rest in peace. His friend passed away, and they were doing a drive-in show, and they kind of transformed it into a little memorial, which sounded like it was gonna be pretty beautiful. Yeah, in Jersey.
Rest in peace.
And so he was like, "Oh, what should I get?" And so I hook him up with the keyboard, everything that he needs, stand, bench, whatever. Exactly. And so I didn't at this point I didn't realize who he was. I didn't know who he was because I only know what's his name, Malachi. I only know Malachi. like with
Joe apology.
yeah, with the fucking guitar guy front man. I recognize him.
Anything about Twiddle?
Yeah.
All good music comes from a computer. I'm kidding.
Fuck you if you're not a fucking producer. Anyway, so I'm talking to him for a while, and then we're checking out at the end, and I'm like, "Do you have a phone number with us?" And he says, "Well, the band might." And I'm like, "Oh, what band?" And he's like, "Twiddle." And I was like,
No shit.
I'm sitting there. I'm like, stay cool, be cool. Like Jack, tone it down,
Jack.
be cool, don't be weird, don't fangirl, just relax.
Right.
And so I'm like talking to him. We're still talking, and I'm like, at the end, like I kept it cool, and I didn't like fangirl or anything, or like treat him like he was different in any way, because I'd seen that he wasn't, that he was just this normal guy going through normal things, having normal problems.
Right.
And so at the end, I'm like, dude, I wish I could give you a hug right now, because I feel very bad about your friend. Like, I'm very sorry. And it was a beautiful moment. And he was like, give me an elbow bump. Transfer your love that way.
This is COVID life.
Yeah, this is COVID life. He's like hit, like, so we elbow bump. It's like my love is transferred to him through the elbow bump. And it was absolutely beautiful. I didn't fangirl or anything. And it's like, I feel like I'm so proud of myself and happy that I didn't like freak out for a second. I name dropped like a couple songs and was like, oh, those are my favorite. And he's like, yeah, they're good songs. And I was like,
I'm on them.
I was like, God damn it. Like he knows they're good. Why am I saying this?
Yes.
And so after that, it was all cool. And I was like, dude, I'm like really sorry about your friend, whatever. And so we like connected over that and whatever, and it was just really cool to see that this is just another person. He's not this big thing propped up in lights like that people put him and them out to be. He's just another person like everyone else.
Especially if you're not the lead person, that bands do, like, they get the better of that, because like rappers are like, they're the only person, and it's like they're putting this weird spotlight, so they're like, they have to put this act on. But that's why I love the fucking Flatbush guy, because there's no act, bro. It's so crazy, because I was just
so
watching,
transparent.
like, you know, on your iPhone, like, they'll post shit they'll like show you shit like from, it'll just be anything. In your photos, they'll be like, oh, this is like a bunch of times from this time, a bunch of photos from this time. And it was like from concerts. It's crazy that the iPhone knows what a concert is. But and it was a Flatbush concert, and like I was just watching it today, and like, they were just so genuine and so like 100%.
I mean, you can hear their lyrics and their music.
Like 25 times.
When we were at Bonner, I remember I was talking to Colin like on the side.
Right.
And
fuck you, Colin.
hang out with me, bitch.
Yeah.
And then like, cause we were like trying, like you said, like not trying not to fanboy.
Yeah.
Like we were trying
so hard.
We were trying to not
really
be like
is.
too eager to introduce ourselves. So his dad is like taking portraits of them as a group, and like he's like, oh, let's start doing some individual photos. So he starts taking pictures of Eric our Juice, and like Meech just like runs and jumps off the platform, like, and literally lands in between me and my boy Colin, and he's like, what's up guys, like I'm Meech, and he's like introducing himself to us. It's so funny. Like they're such cool, genuine guys. Matt,
and you know, it's great that you guys I'm sorry, Zach.
You're good.
No, I was saying it's great that you know, this is brought up, because one of the biggest like points or like reasons of this podcast is about the local music scene. And you know, as
local as it gets.
And
you guys are
in a way, I just thought about a way to vocalize it, the like humanization of artists.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
And Mike, I know you were talking about it before with when you first met
Michi, one of the Flatbush guys.
No, who makes the beats for
Lusachi?
Yeah,
I gotta hear that part still.
Fuck you,
Lusachi.
Had to go pee pee.
How, you know, you said, you know, you were always like kind of like timid or whatever to be able to talk to him.
Yeah.
Every single local or like indie musician or like indie artist feels that way. I know I do, and I know everyone I know feels that way. But the one thing that's just you know, one thing that's just, you know, beautiful about the local scene or the indie scene is almost, I hate to kind of like bring this to, but it's almost in the same way as like a UFC fight, right? How like you got to respect your opponent because the only person who knows to the full extent what kind of hell you're going through is that dude in that ring. And that's the same way with us, with indie musicians, local art, indie artists, indie filmmakers, anybody. We are doing that.
We've all
and
felt the same struggle.
At the Flopper Zombies, they're independent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I've been at shows and I've been a part of bands who have, you know, played or opened up for these other bands or artists that are really huge and have a pretty, well, not like really huge, but they're huge compared to us in our local scene.
We opened for Polar Mob.
Exactly, exactly. And like they're literally just like us. They are on that same struggle, they're on that same grind, but yet we can't get that plinth, that monolith out of our head, because like, they're so much better than us, or you know, all those things. And
Fist pounded.
how
It was beautiful.
That was a good one.
but it's
One for the spank bank. We need a little potty talk.
but as two very talented indie musicians, indie artists, how do you not only get through that hurdle, but how do you perceive
Yo, that shit's hard.
how do you
I think I'm
perceive
still getting over it.
how do you perceive the indie scene as it is now, and what do you think is, how do you think not only is the shape of our indie scene here in Jersey, but what do you think it holds for the future?
No,
you want to go first?
Yeah, I just want to say one thing. I won't lie. I fucking hate. I hate the indie scene from New Jersey.
Really?
I'm kidding.
Oh.
What I mean is, I hate.
Explain
on it,
yourself.
But I don't want to say I hate it. I hate on it because like all the indie scene in Jersey isn't my scene. But my friends are all in it. Like I could be honest with you. Like I can give a fuck about a band. Like I listen to hip hop. Like I don't know what to say. But like it's cool because my best friend's in a band and like I really love them because
I could like
because I
bridge the
love
gap
them.
for him.
Max is pointing the mic right now.
Yeah. I'm pointing the mic right now.
That's
like,
what we're looking for,
right.
really.
And like so, I almost like wish that. Not I wish. Just that I don't hate on the indie scene. It's like. I still don't get it, but I get fucking rap indie scene because that's what I'm into.
Yeah,
Right.
But like
that's
it's interesting.
It's I think like what you're talking about is what's holding it back. Like not enough people like being more open with others and shit like that. Because
Right, I need to work on that too.
Yeah, me always like, but I've also met a bunch of great people and made great friends and good connects with people. But I've also met like stuck up assholes that are like looking into the future like they're too good for us even though they're not there yet. And
like
it's
this
people
guy
need
over
to-
here,
people
Joe.
need to, like,
Fucking douchebag. Fuck
people
you,
need
Joe.
to find the balance of like supporting and loving each other and like helping each other's music spread and like getting away from like the selfish greed of like wanting
Exactly.
your
That's a
band
big
to
thing
blow
we
up
talk
or
about,
wanting
yeah.
your like raps to blow up and shit. It's like we should all support each other because like all these, if you look at the hip hop
Exactly.
shit right now, you look
I gotta
at
work on that
Florida,
too.
you look at Atlanta, like all
Nice.
the artists are coming up together.
That
and,
dirty
like,
South.
even if they have beef with each other, like
They come up
they're
together.
like name dropping each other and like and shit. Like it's
Right,
almost,
R.I.P. Pop Smoke.
it has
There's-
to
that
be
type
a
of shit.
community,
Right.
and there's a lot of people in New Jersey, like you know, New Jerseyans are standoffish, ready
yeah.
to curse each other
Yeah,
off at any
ready
moment.
to say fuck you.
And, like,
Sarcastic
that's not
bullshit.
Super relevant in the indie scene, but it's there enough around here to where everyone's looking for themselves to blow up, and everyone's looking for that connection that's going to put them in the next spot.
Right.
So like sometimes I've been at shows where it feels like competition. To me, like music is
Yeah.
not competition.
Yeah.
It should be
So,
collaboration.
it's crazy.
I've been at this house and
Collaboration.
music's been competition, deadass.
Yeah, there's a
Here?
there's a
Yeah,
riot.
Yeah,
It's
it's
the only
it's
time we've been
beautiful.
here.
We're gonna have a jam later.
There's kids
No,
around here
no,
with
no.
chips on their shoulder that
No.
act like they don't know who you are, even though they played like 5
You gotta
shows.
play.
Exactly.
No,
You
no, that's-
gotta get on the drums.
Shows
Facts.
together. Let's promote.
You gotta get on the
Come
drums.
on,
But that's
exactly.
what I'm saying. In this house, I felt that, and like, as Mike said, like that's why I fucking love Mike. Is like I'm such a fucking asshole that like when someone does that to me, I'm down to be like fuck you for life. And Mike is like nah, like Like, let's make love out of this.
Right,
Like, let's
so-
make it
so
fun.
in-
That's the thing,
in that vein-
but like, let's
Yo,
be friends.
Right,
that's what I'm saying,
there's-
I'm
in
a
that
bitch,
vein,
like, nah,
real-
that's why he feels that way.
there's a rivalry, but there's a respect.
Exactly.
The difference
In-
between a
respect.
rivalry, exactly. You need
There should be respect.
There should be
A rival-
always be
it should be
respect.
dude,
Stop
yeah,
fucking disrespecting
It should be
people,
it should
you
be
know,
like
that.
the OG like Pokemon games. Like,
That's
you know what I mean?
facts. Yes,
Like, yeah, like
Yeah.
there's a rivalry, but like you're kind of
UFC,
right.
Like, respect,
Yeah, but
like,
you're
respect
on
each
the
other's
climb
abilities
together.
because
Exactly.
in
Together you can make a great show, and like both your names can gain recognition, or
Facts.
you can get slumped in 30
Dude,
seconds
in-
to be the clown.
in-
of
Right,
the,
Jack.
of
What?
the internet.
Jack.
Like,
What is our
itching.
podcast motto?
I'm itching.
No, Jack,
I'm itching
Jack,
to
I'm-
say this.
Jack, I'm
So
passing
in-
it to you. What's
in
our
that vein,
motto?
Say
In
it,
that
Jack.
vein.
Real
What's our
recognizes
motto?
real,
The
son.
wait.
Real
So
recognizes real.
so
No, not
real,
that one.
real
The other one.
recognizes real is a saying of ours, but
Say it,
something
Jack.
that I came up with that
it.
Yeah, our motto.
it's on the artwork for both of the artworks that were done. Shout out
Yup.
to Brian DeBrew.
That's the one.
Designs. Shout out to Sacred Scrolls Designs.
Shout out to Sacred
All
Scrolls.
of the vowels are X's.
Say you
It's
won't.
SX.
Come on, Jack.
Sacred
SEX.
Scrolls.
Give it to us.
But
Jack.
anyway,
What's our motto?
together we climb, alone we fall.
That is it.
That
real
was
life
something
facts.
that I
Yeah,
came
real
up
facts.
with,
If it wasn't for
and
him,
that
I would
is
probably fall.
that is how local
versa.
independent music is gonna be. It's if you are part of the collective, like the crew, basically, we will climb together. But
Exactly.
if you want to do it by
Jack,
yourself,
you asked me today who's a Bayway boy, and I told you you were a Bayway.
everyone's a Bayway boy.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It all links together.
People are Bayway.
It all
know,
links
like-
together. It all links together, really. If you are part of the crew,
you're gonna
we
help
are
us
going
grow,
to
you're welcome.
climb together. We are going, when we're at the top, we're all going to be sitting with our fucking feet dangling in the water.
Yeah, that's facts.
And we're going to be looking down and we're going to say, together
Damn.
we
And we're still gonna
climb.
be
We're gonna be
working
looking down like,
climbing.
damn, we were talking in a fucking random ass addict.
Exactly. We didn't have
Right
enough.
on.
We didn't have enough mics for everyone. We're in the fucking
facts.
attic.
I can bring
We're
mics when
sharing a
Sunshine
mic.
Spaz comes, so it could be one right
Yeah.
here. Anyway,
Also,
keep-
Well, we have
I just
enough.
wanna
We
say
have
one
enough
more thing
mics. It's
before I
just
take
the
a piss.
inputs on the audio.
Well, we're gonna wrap up.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
so-
just want to
Let's
tell
definitely
one
wrap it up.
story just because I wanted to
Go for it.
flex on Jack.
Please
Flex
go.
on me.
Speaking of Flatbush Zombies, I was there when Juice and Meech recorded their verses for Headstone. I swear to God,
Dude.
And it was on a fold-out table that had a bunch of shit on it, and Eric literally said, "Oh, Juice, it's your turn." Pushed all the shit like with his forearm, put down the mic, and Juice recorded it. And Juice also was smoking some fireweed. I'm gonna assume it was Alien Labs. I'm gonna assume it was something Hope Lord gave him. I'm gonna assume it was some fucking fire.
Hope Lord.
It was that fire because he let me, and he brought weed and saw that I liked weed so much that like he kept giving me joints, and like
This-
shout out to Juice for that.
This is
Everyone
something
Juice
that
for that.
I'm very
I have to pee really bad.
Yo, Mike,
I pride myself in. Yeah. So I pride.
Yeah,
we're gonna wait. If you guys have to pee, we're gonna wrap up real quick. Like we're about to be done.
I just had to piss.
Are you? So something I'd like to say. Big shout out. To myself, honestly. I have fucked with the Flatbush Zombies.
Right.
I downloaded Dat Piff so I could listen to their mixtapes,
Gorilla.
They
palm trees,
personally
all that
inspired-
shit. It's a huge inspiration for me lyrically. Like
Yeah.
when
They
I
personally
write a
inspired
lot
my
of
first few raps. Like
Yeah,
when I was
I-
talking about the
They
shit
are the
I
write
wrote when I first
Con.
started, it was
Live.
them.
Con
All
the
three of them.
your regularly scheduled program.
scheduled program,
You could
yeah.
see the
Influence.
You really see the
And you know
influence
what's
in
crazy is
that.
that he didn't even fuck with them.
Really.
Is that crazy?
Yeah, he's not.
Well,
like,
We
super
put him onto them.
So-
I don't want to say we put him onto them.
Well, I can hear it in
He knew
that.
who
So
they
bullshit if he
were,
doesn't
but,
listen to him a little
That's
bit.
what I'm fucking
We
saying.
But
were like, this is
anyway,
fire.
Jack.
Anyway, I've been listening to them since the fucking Dat Piff. If you know Dat Piff, you know what's
Dat
up.
Piff is
You
fire.
know
If you know
that
what
you're
Better Off
listening
Dead
to
is,
that
you're a real
Ungerine
one.
Shout out to
bullshit.
Spinrilla, too.
Better Off Dead,
Yo,
all that
like,
shit.
literally,
Shout out
my
to
top
Flatbush
5 rappers,
Zombies.
like, I could say all these people, and Flatbush will still like trump them. every single
Yeah,
time.
for
Like,
sure.
Like my top 5 rappers are probably like Lil Wayne, Joey Badass.
Joe Badass is sick.
Dude,
Lil Wayne, Joey
you're
Badass,
sleeping. You're sleeping. J.
Big
Cole?
L.
J. Cole?
Nah, J. Cole can suck my dick.
Kendrick?
He can suck my dick too. Like,
Kendrick,
Whatever.
Says he's not in my top 5. I could probably say Lil Wayne, Joey Badass, Big L, Jay-Z, Biggie Smalls, and the Flatbush.
Yeah, Biggie. All
And
right,
like
good.
they're my top 5. I know that's not
All
5.
right,
I
that's
know that's
fair.
8, but like that's my top 5.
What about you, Mike?
Oh, top 5.
Yeah, Mike.
Top 5. Shit. No order. Joey Badass.
That's what I'm saying. Mine's no order.
Biggie Smalls. Big L, like I had a lot of friends, like I always wanted to ignore Big L, and all my friends were like, listen to shit, and like I'm not super knowledgeable of all this stuff, but Big L is fucking nasty, and I'll put him up there. Like, dude, it's tough. Lil Wayne, like personally, because of the auto-tune style, his transition to trying to be a rock star kind of reminds me of myself, like looking in the mirror of like going from rock to trying to make hip hop. So he was always a huge influence for me, and I'm gonna, because Flatbush is the most influential rap group to me ever, but I'm not gonna put it in my top 5 because I want to also include the underachievers, and like Issa Gold,
same hood, right?
like AK,
Same hood.
AK
is
They came
one
from
of
the
my
same
favorite
place.
rappers.
They're homies, right?
Like AK
Aren't they-
solo project is one of my, like his old mixtape is
Aren't-
so fire. Blessings in the Gray, but just underachievers helped me with through
Dude,
so much rough times in my life that they're probably like my number 5.
Underachievers in Flatbush, they're tight, aren't they? Don't they have some music
Well,
together?
Flatbush,
They're
Brooklyn.
from the same hood almost,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
No,
Fuck yeah.
not because Clockwork Indigo.
Yeah.
That album is them with Underachievers. Flatbush with
Fuck
Underachievers.
yeah. Check it out.
But Young Thug also, like, stop sleeping on Young Thug.
Oh,
If you're
Young Thug is the
I gotta
go,
man.
like, stop sleeping on Young
Just
Thug.
What
like,
I
if
Am,
you-
right? Is that one song?
Just How It Is.
Just How It Is
Stop
earlier.
sleeping
Check
on
that
Young
song.
Thug. If you don't
What was the album you
understand
told me to
Young
listen
Thug-
to?
unique hip hop artist of all
If
time.
you don't understand Young Thug and you're like, oh, he mumbles in his raps, and you like bands and shit, please tell me what Eddie Vedder says in Yellow Lead Vedder, because I don't fucking know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
What album did you
everybody
tell me to
mumbles,
listen to?
for Young Thug?
Yeah.
The Barter 6 is an amazing mixtape.
There was a different one, I
Production
think.
is slept on in that.
Yeah, that's fast.
James Blake just said that
Just said
recently.
that, I saw that.
But I always felt that way.
Easy Breezy Thugger Girls.
Easy Breezy Thugger Girls.
Yeah,
Check
it's like
it out.
a country album by
family
Young
don't
Thug.
matter.
So-
That album is amazing, and also his last album is
happening? What's
amazing.
the deal?
And also, Young Thug is a beautiful human being.
All right, so just to put it all to a stop, right?
Yeah, I was
because we
about
could
to-
go forever
We're
right
going to
now.
talk forever.
So,
Yeah. I was about to.
Michael,
I hope people listen to that.
shout outs to Stine WorldWide.
Yes, sir.
Shout outs to Sunshine
Stine Worldwide
Spaz.
2021.
Sunshine.
Shit
I'm
dropping.
kind of drunk. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Me too.
Stine Worldwide.
I'm kind of drunk
At
too.
Stine Worldwide on Instagram, at Stine Worldwide on Twitter. I will be dropping a lot of shit in 2021. I promise you.
And on top of that, Sunshine Spaz
Yes,
as
sir.
well.
We
And
will come back and do a
at-
podcast.
yes,
Actually,
and
listen
real quick,
For a
also,
lifetime.
even
That's
though
my favorite song.
Lifetime.
even though he
It gets me half chub.
even though he
Great song.
even though he plugged it real quick before he left,
34%.
Con Sweetie.
We'll get to him. We'll get to him.
Okay, I was about to say.
Before we get to
do
him,
wanna say something
okay.
about Con Sweetie.
Shout outs to Max Clinch.
Max
Okay.
Clinch.
Ladies and
You've
gentlemen,
been
Bayway
this
Boyz.
is like I don't say things
At Bayway Boyz,
unless
I love
they're
them.
genuine, right? You've been someone who I've like watched your
with
Instagram
a
story
Z.
and shit. Like
Yeah.
you've been someone that I was like I need to like be friends with this person.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Like,
tell me that, but
dude,
I believe you when you say that.
I mean it genuinely. Like this
You're a
can't
genuine guy,
this
so
can't
that's
be the end of us hanging out
Nah,
and
I want to
friendship
come
and
back
shit.
already.
It can't. Yeah, but look,
fact that we're
it
still
can't
talking
just be
proves that we'll be
exactly.
back.
It can't
Facts.
just be you want to come back on the podcast. Like, dude, you got to
I wanna
come fucking
back,
hang out with the
period.
homies.
I wanna
Exactly.
Come back here, period.
we're
Come
down.
back,
Dude,
chill,
Damien-
dude, jam with us,
Damien-
That's what
bro.
I'm saying. I don't even
Damien
jam.
from
Fucking
episode 2,
instrument.
he was here the other night. We were jamming. It's on the Instagram. Shout out at local acts only Instagram.
Fucking instrument.
There's a jam on there. It's like 15 minutes. It's sick. But you're gonna play some drums
Yeah, I'm gonna
tonight.
play some drums
You
at
gotta
some
play some
point.
drums
I'm
tonight.
gonna play a
Tonight.
drum for 3
But-
seconds, and
so-
then you'll want to kill me.
So at Max Clinch, right?
That's it. Yeah,
That's
on
it.
Instagram, on
And
Twitter, and at Bayway Boyz, and also at MAXTEDCO. I've been sleeping
Max
on that.
Tag.
Is that
fucking
the
hella. That's my
clothing brand?
Yes.
brand. I've been sleeping on that hella.
One more
But,
time. What is it?
MAXTEDCO. Max Tedco.
R.I.P. Max Ted Clinch.
R.I.P. Max Head Clinch.
Grandpa?
Yeah, it's my grandpa. I was named
Shout outs,
after him. He's
Grandpa.
a fucking legend. His name was Max Ted. Show me somebody else's name that's named Max Ted.
What did he?
He's not
Wait.
even-
What did he do?
He was a house painter. and he
I
did
paint some
that
houses.
shit. What happened?
I paint some houses now.
Oh, bad?
Yeah.
Yo, you're a legend.
Wait, was
Shout
he,
outs
was,
to Christopher Krebs.
did he paint houses in code or for real?
No, for real.
Oh, okay.
Nah, he was a for real house painter. He hung wallpaper. My grandpa, he was, you know what White Lightning is? Like caulk.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
he could
yeah,
fix
yeah.
anything with caulk. Like,
well,
that is my dad, like, shout out to Danny Clinch. Like,
I was
if
gonna
my
say.
dad was like, if my dad was right here and you asked him who inspired him the most, he would say Max Head Clinch. Nobody was nicer than him. Max Head Clinch he had 2 real children and he had about probably 20 other children. If anybody that had something going on with them in Tom's River, they probably lived at my grandpa's house. Like that ass, they let everybody sleep there.
I was gonna
so
take
my dad,
inspiration from that. I
my
love
dad has like
helping people.
7 or he has a few fucking foster like sisters and brothers. He's had every type of race, every type of fucking culture live at that house. Like, shout out to my grandparents.
So in the same vein,
Yeah.
shout outs to the one and only, probably the person who has made you who you are today, Danny Clinch.
Shout out to Danny Clinch.
Danny
And I
Bones
also wanna
64? 64?
Danny Bones 64.
Danny Bones 64. No underscores.
If you
Danny
can tell me
Bones
what
64.
Danny Bones means, like you're a real one, hit me up if you think you know what it means.
Zigzag big bag.
Yeah, zigzag big bag. Also shout out to my mother. Like my mom.
Dude, we slept on your mother. We
out to
talked
my
about your
parents.
father because he's like a
the
famous photographer.
craziest woman
on paper.
on this planet.
Me
I'm
too.
exactly like my mother.
Dude, we can relate
Bro,
on that
we can relate
because
on that. Like, if my mom was on here, she
Shout
would
out to Mom,
embarrass
I
the
love you.
fuck out of me. She
I
would
love
embarrass
you.
the fuck out of my dad. She would embarrass the fuck out of my sister. She would embarrass the fuck out of all of us, and she would love every second of it. Shout out to my fucking mother.
Right on, man.
Brody.
And on
Yeah.
that note, fucking Con Sweetie, Max,
Shout
Mike,
outs.
Oh, I do want
Bayway.
shout outs
I
to
do-
Con Sweetie.
I do want to say,
shout
Con Sweetie,
outs.
like, I hope you're listening to this right now. Like, I
He
hope you're
fucking
listening.
better. If he's
better.
not,
He
I'm
was on
deleting
it.
it.
He was on
better.
it and he
If he
better.
doesn't
That's
text
why I
me-
fuck Con Sweetie, because he doesn't listen to shit. No, Con Sweetie, like, you are really a legend, and you should keep making music. And also, like, you're gonna be something one day. Like, you're a
If-
fucking idiot.
If
keep
going,
he
bro.
isn't listening to this right now, fuck you, you pussy.
Yeah,
That's what I have to
Yeah,
say.
fuck
If he is
him.
listening to this right
Um,
now, fuck you. You
I'll kick him in the dick.
But dude, Con Sweetie, on like genuinely from the bottom of my heart, is one of my favorite rappers. He is
dude,
he's
I'm not
so
lying.
incredible.
I'm
Like
not lying. Like, he
his
really is.
lyrics, his beats,
He's one of the best
everything, it just
rappers ever,
all
bro.
comes together.
So,
it's incredible.
There be. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're good.
No, I was
will
about to
literally
say.
talk forever.
I was about to say. I was about to wrap it up.
No, wrap it up.
There,
I have to
all right.
piss so
I was about to say
fucking
there
bad.
be Mike, Sunshine Spaz, Max,
Bayway
Con
Boyz.
Sweetie, Bayway Boys.
Please follow Bayway Boyz.
All those social media
Here's
plugs.
a call out, real quick call out to you.
Yeah.
I think you should come back with your sister, and even possibly,
My sister would love that.
Trippy Toe
Yeah. Trippy Toe too.
and your father.
My father would come back. My father,
Would he?
He really, really is afraid of COVID right now.
Dude,
That's okay.
We COVID kind of fucked me up.
We've done
last
Zoom.
week.
We did a Zoom before.
even if
bet?
if we had to
You do it outside.
we could do it outside on the deck.
No, he would do it outside.
We could test beforehand. We could both get tested.
Oh, he would do that too.
We could all wear
I'll get
masks.
tested,
He would do that too.
I would wear a mask.
Yeah.
He probably has so
He has so
many
much to talk to.
dude,
like
do you
it
think we can
just
talk?
knowledge
Yo,
and
listen,
stories.
You guys, sorry, Frankie Edgar, please don't beat me up. My dad was on Frankie Edgar's podcast.
yeah, MMA fighter, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then
Shout out to
the guy,
Frankie
what's his
Edgar.
name?
Shout out to Nick
Roger.
Catone as well.
Who's that?
Nick Catone?
MMA in Brick, New Jersey.
He trains
Oh,
Frankie
right
Edgar.
Right by that food place or
Best
Yeah.
Buy, right by Best Buy.
no, right by that
And-
food place. What's that place called?
Oh,
It was
no.
Shut Up and Eat, right?
No, and I thought in Brick, the food place. You drove me to my car
His
there. I shit
place
myself, I got
is
really
in the
drunk.
same lot as where TGI Fridays
Beacon 70.
was.
Right around the
Right by
corner
Beacon
from there.
70.
Beacon
But
70.
yo, shout
Really?
out, Frankie. Yeah,
Yeah,
Frankie Edgar,
kind of
don't
by
get-
there.
Frankie Edgar,
It's-
don't get mad
Right
at
around
me,
the
but I feel like my dad would come on here and it would be a better podcast.
Right on.
Dude,
Frankie,
I mean,
It was actually good. Your dad carried it.
no,
I didn't dive nearly
Rogers.
as much as I wanted to into festivals because festivals.
I want to come
when
back
it comes
on here and talk
when it comes to who I am as a
our festival. Like,
exactly when it comes to who I am as a person, like the person I am right now has been influenced so much by festivals. And shout outs to all my family. If you're still listening, stop. Unless you're one of my cousins, then you're probably cool. Psychedelics. So I don't know if you would be comfortable talking about that stuff with your father, but anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it depends what we say.
Exactly. So we could talk about it.
That's what we're talking about.
We could talk about it. We could talk about it beforehand. But so then that's 3 episodes.
Shout out
then.
to my dad. This is what my dad said to me. And if you want to end it, or if
we
this is,
should end.
if this is like what we grasp, as my dad told me. My dad said, any type of chemical, don't put that shit in your body. Anything that comes from the ground, put that shit in your body. So like, I don't know.
Right on.
Natural.
Shout out psilocybin.
Shout out psilocybin. Shout out fucking weed.
Well,
No, weed
opium
saved
comes from the
my
ground.
life. Hey, if you don't like weed, that's cool. But weed really does save people's lives. Like,
See,
that's facts.
real quick though, to call out
Say
the
real quick.
Danny Clinch, to call him out.
Shout out Danny Clinch. Shout out Danny Bones.
I'm gonna call him out right now.
Call him out, please.
Opium comes from the ground, and that is bad.
That's crazy.
Don't do
smoke
heroin.
opium.
Don't
do
smoke
heroin.
opium. Don't
No,
do.
wait, okay. I know
Don't do drugs, kids.
Sorry. Festivals. Okay, 2015. I went to go
Poppy
buy
seed
weed
bagels.
from someone at Bonnaroo, and they packed a
Big
bowl
Dave.
and they handed it to me, and I said, "Oh, I don't know if I want to hit this." And he goes, "Oh, I just packed it with opium," and I said, "Oh, I'm 15 years old. I can't smoke opium."
I'm good. Real quick before we end,
No,
Stine
listen.
WorldWide at Stine WorldWide
Stine
on
Worldwide.
Instagram.
Worldwide.
STINE worldwide.
Yep. And
At Sunshine Spaz.
Sunshine Spaz.
Shout outs.
No, but
Big.
like, son, I talked all this cool shit about Con Sweetie. He is the realest person ever. He has the biggest heart ever. Like, shout out to Mike. Like, shout out to Stine Worldwide. He will look out for you forever, and he'll also. I put my money on Stine every time. If you want to fight, hit me up because my money's on Stine. He'll fuck you up.
Oh
Let's get
yeah.
it.
Shout out Stine.
And Max
Shout
Clinch.
outs
Hello,
Max.
Shout out Con Sweetie.
Shout outs Danny. Shout outs all of you
Shout out
guys.
Danny Bones. He put us
Shout
on.
out all
Danny
that.
Bones 64.
We will absolutely be getting a whole episode of the podcast with the whole Clinch family
That's fucking
Dude, please,
as
please,
well
please.
as a Sunshine Spaz episode.
Hell yeah.
And
No
a
question.
trap bang. Trap bang.
And a
too.
trap bang.
Trap bang,
Shout out
Con
Con
Sweetie.
Sweetie.
Shout out Con Sweetie.
And as
we'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back. Thank you for listening,
I love you
man.
guys.
Yeah, local
I love
acts
you, Joe. I
only.
love you.
Signing off.
Any quick vocal funnies if you wanna make
Vocal
a funny.
funnies?
Love me.
And this is all
Hey, let me fuck that ass.
right. And on that and on that note, this is Jack and Joe and signing off. On
Yeah,
Local Acts
we
Only
got-
Podcast.
we got-
Thank you guys so much for this.
Thank
so much
you
fun.
guys for
Thank you.
guys for being on.
Thank you for
I didn't know I was gonna be on this tonight, but
Turn that shit
coming on to
Turn this off before I had to piss myself.
Local Acts Only with Planet Jack and
Local Acts
Joe
Only.
Esposito.
It's sick.
Together we climb, alone we fall. Cashing checks, checking levels, checking accounts, checking balances, checking girls out, checking
Guys out.
guys out,
Mostly dudes.
checking.
Oh, Eric, I'm sorry. I wanted to say one more thing. For that mic, is there a way to make it so, because Max is going to lean into that mic when he has to speak, so can you make it so they have like more leeway so he doesn't have to lean in all the way over to make it easier for him?
Tap that mic, my dude. Wait, hang on.
Talk about
Tap
cashing
it.
checks too.
Podcast and checks. What the fuck is wrong with you? Alright, you should be good now.
Checking
All right, cool.
accounts. Checking
Thank you,
balances.
Wizard.
Hello.
All hail the Wizard.
Goodbye.
How you doing?
Now I gotta set the mood.
There's no video.
That'd be great.
I still gotta set it.
Yeah, mood still
There
needs
should
to
be a video.
Set it up.
Yeah, make it.
I would have let you
What
guys
the
use
hell's
my
wrong with
GoPro, bro.
you? Yeah, why aren't you using the GoPro?
You don't have to.
Bro.
I mean,
I think it might die.
good
It's
you
like
got
kind
your
of
face.
old as fuck. We could try it.
That's this, right like that.
Let's give it a shot.
Actually, dude.
Eric, where'd you
fuck
learn?
the GoPro.
Where'd you learn lighting?
Until you.
Where'd you learn lighting, bro? Where'd you learn lighting, dude?
I wouldn't even like film an episode until you have like a couple
Green light on
sounds
someone's
to make it
face.
look
Yeah,
legit.
that's great idea.
Huh?
No jumper
Yeah,
shot that
for
shit
real.
for like mad
don't worry
years
about
on his
it. I'm just
iPhone.
teasing.
Like for like all
Yeah.
the interviews you're thinking of by him are
No,
shot on
hell yeah.
iPhone.
Mine's just fucked.
Tis true.
Do whatever
Fuck
you
it.
must.
Most whatever you do.
Oh, Amber.
Next time you're
I
on,
like that.
your
Yeah,
beautiful
Amber
faces
Purple
will be
is
broadcasted.
Purple and green, offset, purple amber. Yeah, it looks great.
Offset,
I like
Cardi B,
that.
offset.
Offset. It's offset.
His offset's onset. Or no, offset.
Say
is
offset is offset.
It's the onset of offset.
Take off.
Which of the four? Is
Off
your
the
favorite?
set.
Which one?
Which of the four is your
Colors?
favorite? Of those lights right now, like those light.
Push this one a
fixtures.
little
Probably
down.
this guy.
Mine's
Push
mine's
mine
that
down
one.
a little
Do you
down.
like this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
I don't know why.
Oh no, I don't like that.
This one's my favorite
I just
one.
looked right into that. Yeah, okay,
Vibes.
fuck it.
There we go. You're good.
Bang.
Good.
I'll lean back.
What?
Triggered Eric.
What?
Triggered.
Oh no, don't worry about it.
What did I do?
Yo, your mic. All
This
right.
place
What
haunted.
happened?
Do I?
Nothing. I'm just
I-
teasing Eric. I'm a lighting designer, and Eric isn't.
no.
And Eric. No, I know. I'm
Okay.
teasing Eric. That's
I
all I'm
got
doing.
you. I got you.
Thank you, Wizard.
You did
You're
fine.
welcome. I did fine.
You did good.
Okay, fine.
I'm gonna give you a gold Slim Par sticker.
Okay, fine.
All hail the Wizard.
All hail the wizard.
I'll have the wizard hit.
All hail the wizard.
Adios, boys. You have a great set.
Introducing you. I know your name is John.
Are we recording?
Oh, you introduced me as Consweet.
Consby. Okay, that's what I was calling you. All right. Okay, don't be that loud in the mic.
Fucking.
I have a couple of
That kinda
nicknames
hurt.
that I'm gonna call myself.
Is this a good volume? Is this good?
Yell
Yeah,
to the
we're
mic.
good. We're good. We're good. Yeah, yell, scream.
I'm sorry, I forgot that I literally just burped it
Check,
in your ear,
check.
like 20 decibels.
Is this thing on?
Oh yeah. Let me turn my phone down. Oh yeah, phone's on mute. So I know alarm.
Yours is on mute?
Alarm goes off. I need,
It is.
Check.
I need to do something.
Suck my dick.
Relax. You still haven't signed the contract.
Bring it to me, bro.
Jab you up, son.
Non-disclosure forms.
No, you
What's
won't.
that?
Nah, you're right.
Alrighty.
Marvin Vittori.
Want to kick it off?